And we are live. I'm a little bummed that Ron's not joining the show today.
Right, I thought you said Ron was going to be here.
I did too, and then I went back and checked the.
Is he flying or is he still in Greece?
I don't know where he is right now.
He's supposed to be here. He's supposed to be here today,
right.
And we're supposed to go play ball, but he might be working right now because I know his, I don't know what you would call him, his partner, his boss, whatever. I know he's in town too, so they probably have some events going on over here. But I want him to, Jesus Christ, I just swallowed wrong. Pause. I wanted to bring up the fact that
you are dying, choking, and you still have time to say pause.
Yeah.
Gotta make sure I get that out before anything crazy happens.
He was fighting hard as hell to get that out there.
I wanted him to be on because I want to acknowledge, and Dell kind of already did it last show, because I go and edit the show whether I'm there or not, and so I watch back most of it. And Dell brought it up. He's like, I hate when you host, Ron. And I wanted to tell Ron, you know how people tend to have, not everyone, but some people tend to have their social voice and then their business voice? Mm-hmm. Ron has his panelist voice and then his host voice.
For sure.
Definitely does.
Split personalities.
Both is terrible.
Don't do Ron like that. It's not terrible.
Pause, terrible, both.
No.
Yo, we got a guest on today, Toussaint. Toussaint, thank you for joining, brother. How are you doing?
Of course. I'm good. Thank you for having me. I appreciate y'all.
Yes, sir. Thank you for joining us. How's everyone else doing, man? I missed you guys. Marz, how are you?
Doing good. Can't complain.
Dell, did you miss me, or were you relieved?
No, JD. Whenever you're not here, I don't think I'll be able to function on the show. Shaq's not a bad host though. It's just you just control better. Shaq wants to debate.
Balance to the force.
Shaq wants to debate, then he wants to host, and then Ron don't know. Then he give Ron a segment where Ron hosts, and it's like, come on.
Yo, one of the I forget which episode it was, either with the last one or the one before that. Shaq was OD nasty, bro. Marz, don't let him do that to you, man. Don't let him do that to you, man.
I just had to deal with it.
What happened though? Because I couldn't watch the whole thing. Like, what happened that was so nasty?
He rigged the vote. He
for sure rigged the vote,
bro. It was like clearly Marz won, and he was like, I won this shit.
I don't know if it was clear. I think after the minute, Shaq was up, but Shaq said he let it go for a little longer, and then Marz clearly won. So
I know what he was saying.
So I was like, it's your fault. You should have ended after the time. But now it kept going, and Marz won. And then he did it over, and then Marz, I forgot who Marz annihilated. It could have been Fluent.
I think it was Fluent.
Yeah.
Yo, my bad, chat. Was my mic booming?
Fun.
I turned it down.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Dub, what's popping, brother?
Miss you guys, man. For real. I got people hitting me up like, yo, is everything good? You don't really miss back-to-back episodes like that. Everything's good, bro. Appreciate it. Just got busy. I heard a lot of nastiness though with Steve Nash and Damian Lillard. You guys are bad, bro.
Lillard.
Steve Nash and Dame Lillard. When did that happen?
Dame, what was Shaq?
Dame? There was a Dame. Couldn't be a first option. That was from Marz. And then you know the Steve Nash. I hate the Steve Nash thing with you, but I don't want to spend a whole hour talking about that with you again.
No, you know that I'm not good. The only reason that goes to hours is because you say you understand what we're saying, but you really don't.
No, bro, you don't know, bro. I understand.
It's easy to get what you're saying. It's easy. It's simple, rather.
Dell. This is what you're not understanding, right? It's like I understand the whole points being replaced argument that you're saying because that's completely true. What you're not understanding is based off the talent that was on that team. I don't see where those points are being replaced by. That's what I'm saying.
So you don't understand.
Right. What are you talking about? I'm basing it off the talent that those players have.
No, you don't understand.
You're just saying that. You're just saying the points are being replaced. I'm saying that based off that.
We're not gonna have this conversation again.
I'm not. You know I'm not, JD. I'm just telling you. You don't understand, Doug. You don't. If you're still saying that, you don't understand.
Let me see how my guy Euro's doing because I feel like I haven't seen him in a week.
That's probably true, man. I don't know. It's been a stressful week, man. I didn't expect that kind of, hit me by surprise, but
Yeah.
I'm here now, man.
Well, we're happy that you're here. You're actually the face on the thumbnail today, by the way.
I know. I saw that, man. I was excited, bro. I hope that doesn't come with any extra responsibility, though. I don't know if I'm ready for that.
You gotta cook. You gotta cook today, or else it's gonna get replaced with Marz.
Right. Yeah, man. Marz taking over. That's crazy, man.
Yeah, we put Marz in top left today, so we told him that he has to bring the fire. And chat, what I kind of told you guys in the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, there's a link in the description below. Make sure you join. That's where it goes down after hours. But today and moving forward, you know how we are. We're always trying different things, yada, yada, yada. We're just going live on YouTube for the foreseeable future, unless things change in the immediate. But we still have plans for the Twitch channel. Twitch channel's not going anywhere. We could still do some gaming streams. We can do anything that kind of lives outside of the Players' Choice YouTube channel, and we're streaming. We're gonna do on Twitch. So it's here to stay. We're not completely ditching it or anything, but we're just doing the show live on YouTube. So I hope that you guys can bear with us as we kind of make these changes in stride. But this is what makes Players' Choice great, man. We're nimble on our feet. Travis Lindsay, thank you for donating. He said you can't argue this with Dub because he don't believe players can make other players better.
That's true. That's very true.
No. You believe in that is true. Not
no.
The actual statement.
The statement that he said is 100% facts on why, you feel me, we're not in agreement. So that's what he said is absolutely true.
That's dumb.
Dell.
It's like Dub. I want, like, JD, you can hate this. I really want to come to an understanding on this.
It's just never gonna happen.
Yeah, but that's what I'm about to get at. I really think you could never, like, bring it to your brain. And I believe it's.
I'll tell you like this. You told me that when Dirk Nowitzki is on the Nuggets, you could see the playmaking abilities being replaced by the guys on the team. I could see that happening because you have Monte Morris, Fred Campazzo, and guys like that. Guys who could do things of that nature. You feel me? I could see the talent there on how that could be replaced.
Right.
When we talk about the whole Steve Nash thing on that OKC team
roster,
I just don't see the same scenario happening because I don't trust Roberson. I don't trust Ibaka. I don't trust Adams. I didn't trust Deion Wade. I don't trust none of those guys to score the ball, bro. So that's me.
You just named it, and that makes it even more worse. So I don't have to say what. It's not even about trusting. It's just about the impact of a Steve Nash. Let me ask you a question. You play in a league, right? Like a whatever league you playing. So say you switch me out with you on your team, right? You don't think the surrounding four, who obviously is no one, I could make it easier for them to score the basketball?
I never said that you can't make it easier. I never said that. I'm just saying that just because you make it easier doesn't make it better,
we know that. We will stay there,
We're
and
done.
that's it.
We're
Go
done.
ahead, JD.
Yo, Richard Wright,
wait.
thank you for
But how does that pertain to
Don't
Steve
knowing.
Nash?
Don't
How does that
knowing.
pertain to Steve Nash, though?
Travis Lindsay.
How does that pertain to OKC? No, JD.
Hold on. Travis Lindsay just
finish
said he just sent 5 more. He said, to clarify, I believe Nash would completely be able to take that OKC team past those GSW guys. But anyway, we're moving on because we've talked about this for like 2 weeks now. And I really want to.
Never.
And JD just understood why I said what I said, so I don't have to continue on. To be honest, he don't need me to break it down anymore. That was it right there. It's okay.
Because you think that Steve Nash is just that great that he'll make it that much easier for those guys.
Yeah.
Like, come on, stop, bro.
Moving
bro.
moving on. Yo, we got about 100 people in the chat. Make sure you like the video. If you're not subscribed to the channel, welcome. First of all, welcome to Players' Choice Live. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any live shows or any other content that goes up on the channel. PlayersChoiceMerch.com. Make sure you check out the website, check out the merch. Support your boys, man. Toussaint, I have a question, or a couple questions for you before we get into it. Would you consider yourself, like, when it comes to the NBA, because we get called casuals a lot, so I'm sure you're familiar with the term.
Oh my God, that's like the worst thing you could be called.
The worst thing okay, so do you consider yourself, like, where do you consider yourself on the spectrum when it comes to the NBA?
Be real, I think in today's NBA, I would consider myself a casual. I think I will put myself along the lines of an NBA historian. I a lot of times go back and watch stuff from when I was growing up, and I would say honestly like pre 2014. So I mean, I guess I'm along the lines with y'all where I'm a casual. I don't watch as much as I should today. But as far as the stuff when I was growing up, I watched that. I literally go to sleep watching like playoffs from 2001, from late 80s. Like I'm more of a historian than I am a fan of today's product.
And I think you said you're originally from New York. Are you a Knicks fan?
Unfortunately, yes.
Okay, so you and Dell share that in common.
Unfortunately, yes, I am.
What part of New York?
Queens, man.
Oh, okay. You went to high school in New York?
Yeah.
Where?
I went to Springfield.
Oh, okay. Charles Jenkins went there.
And what's his face? For the Knicks. Why is he slipping my Anthony Mason?
Yeah. What year you left New York?
2019. Oh, matter of fact, I went to high school. I think I came in as soon as Charles Jenkins left, actually.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I remember.
No, I don't think so. Wait, you graduated high school when?
2014. I think.
Oh, yeah, okay. He left
2009. And I started 2010.
No, he didn't leave 2009. He left 2006.
Oh yeah,
I knew Charles from he left 2006.
But I remember because that the year I was in it, I think he like came back and bought.
Of course, yeah.
Stuff like that. Yeah, it was a big thing. I remember that. Yep.
Yeah.
Wow, you just blew my mind with that.
Yeah.
Charles Jenkins. Him and I are pretty much best friends. So.
Yeah, we played AAU together. Then he ended up being on Shaq team. Pretty crazy.
That's so far. Yeah, Charles is a good dude. Shout out Charles. All right, let's get into it. You guys have anything else you want to get off your chest before? And Dub, you're not allowed to talk until this first segment, but anyone else?
You got mute.
See, Ron would never do that. That's why, JD, I miss you so much.
I got you, Dell.
You see, Ron could never like.
I think here's the thing, because it used to be a struggle for me to move along, and it was kind of because remember when we first started, I was still in that kind of panelist seat, so you try and figure out like. I don't know. It was a weird transition, but now I'm like, well, now I'm not participating, so I'm moving this thing along. But anyway, we got T-Mac, Vince Carter, and Paul Pierce today for the verses. How do you guys feel about this versus? Is this good? Chat? Thoughts? I really like this one.
I think this one's gonna be.
I really like this one.
Up for debate.
And I seen one in the comments. I don't remember where it was, TikTok or YouTube. And shout out to you for the whoever provided this. It might have actually been in the Discord. Whoever brought this one is, and I like this one as well, Trae Young, Ja Morant, and Luka Doncic. I hope to do that one soon, too. That's a good one. So we got Tracy McGrady, Vince Carter, Paul Pierce. I'm going to go Euro, Marz, Toussaint, Dell, Dub.
Marz got to go first. He's top left.
You want Marz to go first?
Damn.
All right.
Why? What the hell?
All right, we'll go Marz first. We're going to go Marz, Dell, Dub, Euro, Toussaint. That's how it is on the East. All right, you guys know what it is. I'm going to, first round, I'll call your name just so you know when to go. And then after that, remember who you follow. And then after the category, you just spit. So we're going to go scoring ability, Marz.
I'm going to go with TMac.
Dell.
TMac.
Dub.
TMac.
Euro.
TMac.
Toussaint.
TMac.
Playmaking.
I'm going to go with TMac as well.
Mac.
TMac.
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 Defense.
That's tough.
I'm gonna go with Vince.
Paul Pierce.
Pierce.
I go Paul Pierce too.
Yeah, I go Pierce. Yep.
3-point shot.
I'm gonna go with Pierce for that.
TMac.
Damn. TMac.
I'm gonna go Vince.
Yeah, I go Vince too.
Finishing.
I got Vince.
Vince.
Vince Carter.
Vince.
Vince.
Handles.
I got TMac.
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 Like,
Athleticism.
Vince.
Oh man. I'm gonna just go Vince because people gonna see athleticism, just think dunks, but I'm gonna just go Vince.
Vince.
Dell, I'm with you, man. I'm with you. But just for that, I'm gonna balance the scale and say T-Mac.
Right, because
Yeah.
it's more than just bounce.
Yeah, for sure.
yeah, I'm gonna go Vince. I'm gonna go Vince as well.
Clutch gene.
Oh, that's easy.
I'm gonna go Pierce.
I'm going Paul Pierce as well.
Paul Pierce.
Paul Pierce.
I think I'm gonna go Vince, to be honest with you. Call me crazy. I think I'm gonna go Vince.
Deeper
I don't know.
bag.
I got TMac.
Paul Pierce.
T-Mac.
Paul Pierce.
T-Mac.
Most feared by peers.
Ooh.
TMac.
TMac.
Damn.
T-Mac.
T-Mac.
I think Paul Pierce.
Better overall.
TMac.
Bill.
Dub, go ahead.
T-Mac.
I got T-Mac.
T-Mac.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
JD, you want to
So-
sub for Dell?
Bro, I don't even know.
Yo, I have a question though. While
I'm
they're
sorry.
Go
I
ahead.
had to hear this voice note. But what were we?
Better-
Next question.
Better overall.
Out of these three, I'm gonna take Mac.
Really quick, Euro. Travis Lindsay, Donode. Hot take: Paul Pierce isn't a top 10 small forward all time. Euro, get yours off, and then I want to address that question as well.
right. I just have a question for Toussaint. Why you put? Hold on. You said Vince Carter for clutch. Why
Yeah.
did you put that?
I just think I look back at a lot of games where Vince was in, where he had the opportunity to win a game, like those games in Toronto when he was in New Jersey. When he's in those moments, he delivers. You know, I know a lot of people bring up Game 7 in Philly, 1, but aside from that, I think he delivers 9 times out of 10. He just hasn't been in a lot of opportunities where he has to, win the game. But I think given the same opportunities Pierce had, or even the T-Max had, he'll come up just as clutch.
Yeah, I hear that. He just didn't have as many like memorable moments.
Nah,
as
just not
Paul
as
Pierce
much.
and them.
So maybe if we're gonna base it off, the amount of moments in comparison to a Paul Pierce or a Tracy McGrady, because T-Mac had the 13 and 35, and Paul Pierce has countless game winners. But for personally, how Vince was able to win the game for me, I don't know, maybe it's a little biased. I don't know. But I just like Vince a little bit more. I think he's one
Yeah.
of the more underrated legends of the game. To personally based
That's
off
a
ability,
fact.
I
off
agree.
ability, I think T-Mac's top. I think Vince is top 25. off
This
ability.
is why I chose him for 3-point. Did I choose
You
him for
did.
3-point?
You did.
Because he's I think in his latter years, like especially like
He
the
evolved.
third or fourth year before he was done, he
Mhm.
was like percentage wise, he was one of the best in he was like top 3 in the league.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
know?
I
That's
take it a little further. I think really, I know a lot of people when we think of Vince, we think of Toronto Raptors Vince, but I
Mhm.
think peak Vince Carter was actually those years in New Jersey because that's when you saw him round out as a basketball player. He still had the athleticism to drop it on somebody's head, bang on somebody, but he was hitting you in the mid post. He was spotting up for 3. and he was playing with Jay Kidd, who was finding him in his spots.
And
So
Jay Rich on the other side too.
Not
Jay Rich, Richard Jefferson. Sorry.
Yeah, so I think that was peak Vince Carter. So around that 2005 to about 2009, and right around the time he went to Orlando, that was like peak basketball player Vince Carter for me personally. And I think we just have recency bias. We remember Vince Carter for being the guy at the end of the bench taking on a mentorship role. But if you go back and look at a lot of his stuff, it's hard to name definitively 25 better players than Vince Carter, to me.
I think it's easy.
You think so?
Yes.
Than Vince Carter?
Yes.
Where would you? Obviously, you'd have to think a little bit more about it. But if you were throwing darts, Del, where would you put him? Top 50, top 75, top 100?
Well, I won't generate the older guys. So Vince for sure probably will be top 60. I won't generate the older guys, but I think with going probably from 1990 to now, I think Vince Carter's still not top 25. And I love Vince. Vince is my era, 90s to Vince is I love Vince. But it's so many players that I've done seen, like you got Kawhi, you got Giannis, you got Paul. I think Paul George is better than Vince. Like you got those, you see what I'm saying? And I didn't even get to the Bronze, the Lucas, all these players I think is better than Vince Carter. So top 25 and not even naming the greats yet, it's like, and Vince, for what Vince was a, but
when it comes to Showtime,
and
it comes to like athleticism or whatever, Vince might be number one.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that take at all. But personally, just based off ability, like offensively, I think Vince had no weakness in his game.
He could be underrated as an offensive player. People could look at Vince and see just Vince for the dunks and not look at what else he was doing at that time. I could see that also. Yeah,
that's why I get a little like not upset, but I just like, yo, are y'all really watching? You know what I mean? Because when we look at Vince, we see all the highlights.
Yeah, right.
2000 dunk contests, but little do they show him in the post, him spotting up a three. You know what I mean? Like very rarely do they ever show.
I don't think his offensive skill is overlooked. I just think, or let's say underrated. I just think it's overshadowed by the dunks. Because nobody really cares if you have something that is that box office to go to, But let me ask you this though. Speaking of box office dunks and all that stuff, did he give us the best dunk contest ever?
No, he did until
Zach and
Aaron Gordon.
Until Zach and Aaron Gordon.
I think
just had this conversation the other day.
What about the 80s? You talking about Neek and Jordan and even Neek and Spud Webb, and then Jordan and Neek ran it back.
Zach LaVine and Aaron Gordon, bro, was different.
In terms of nostalgia, you can go with Mike, but in terms of just quality of dunks, I think you.
Well, I'm talking quality of dunks too for the time because nobody was doing no East Bays and everything like that back in the 80s.
That's fair, but those guys have pushed it forward.
Bro, just the dunks and I just never thought I would see that. Aaron Gordon, I was like, nah, this can't be happening. And I remember Vince and it was not only Vince, TMac, and Steve Francis.
Steve Francis.
It was dope. But that Aaron Gordon and Zach LaVine really was. I'm gonna watch it after the show.
Aaron Gordon got robbed by Shaq.
Go ahead,
I think Vince. I think he put on the single greatest performance, like I think him by himself did, but I think Aaron Gordon and Zach LaVine had the most competitive dunk contest.
I don't think Vince, because I don't like Vince's last dunk. When the free throw line two-hand, nope. That's the only reason for him for what he did at the time. But his last dunk, every dunk Zach did was like Zach would be one, Aaron would be two, because I think Aaron would win the dunk contest versus Vince with his dunk, and Zach would win all of them. That's why I take that as the best.
I love that. I forgot he even did that.
That was stupid.
I want to address Travis Lindsay's comment. Paul Pierce isn't a top 10 small forward of all time. Does anyone oppose that?
But see, for him, I don't know his age. He'll have to go way back, like for him to try to get that off. Because I'm thinking now, and I'm like, I think Pierce is surefire top 10. This is me just sitting here thinking now.
Same.
So like surefire top 10 small forward. So like I'm trying to see who he could have other than Braun, KD. Of course, they'll have the Larrys, Scottie Pippen, Kawhi. That's 5.
Dr. J.
Would you put Giannis as a small forward or power?
See, I think Giannis is small forward, but this panel has just been keep yelling at me for the last 2 months that I'm not going to change it and still keep him there. But
it's fire that you say that because someone actually, Chandler Scott donated. He said if Giannis wins a final MVP or just even an MVP, he's a top 2 power forward of all time for sure. And he said Del Minion for life.
But I think Pierce could round like 7, 8 maybe, but top 10, I think he's there.
Can I ask you a question? And I don't want to go off on a tangent, but since we're talking about power forwards, right?
It's player's choice, brother. You do whatever
it
you
is.
want.
Yeah. It's your choice.
So since we're talking about top power forwards, right?
Right.
Who do y'all think is the best power forward of all time? And who's number 1?
Tim Duncan.
Tim Duncan for
Tim
sure.
Duncan.
Like
Duncan's
that's consensus. That's consensus.
It's always
I-
been
I
yeah,
have a
I'll
feeling,
go
I have a
Tim too.
feeling you're going to say
Yeah.
something else and you might get jumped, but go ahead.
If I get jumped, that's okay. That's all right. I've been jumped plenty of times.
It
This is
depends
how-
on the name you say. You might say
I'm
KG
actually of the belief that Kevin Garnett.
though. I knew it.
Yeah,
I knew it.
KG.
I
I
think
knew it. I knew he
because
was
all
going
right. So
KG.
here's the thing, right? Me and my friends get in this debate all the time, right? I think we have to be able to separate greatest and best, right? Greatest hands down is Tim Duncan, right? When you base off accolades, all the whole 9 is Tim. But
Mhm.
Okay.
I think if you swap out Kevin Garnett and Tim Duncan, you put Kevin Garnett on the Spurs, they still win 5 chips.
No
I
way.
think
I don't think so.
I don't either. I don't know.
2003, there's no way there's no way KG wins in 2003. It's impossible.
I don't think that
He
Kevin
doesn't beat
Garnett
Shaq and
wins in
Kobe.
this. I don't think Kevin Garnett wins in his second year as well.
That's more
Wait,
feasible
playing
than
with
winning in
David
03.
Robinson
I
and
don't
playing
think
against
so.
the 8th seeded
Tim,
Knicks.
Tim
What?
Duncan
Oh,
was
after the
Tim Duncan
lockout?
was Tim Duncan was all NBA.
I mean,
I
he
think in
may
his
win the
second year.
finals matchup, but he not getting to the finals in the West.
I would love to see who they played against that year.
I don't know.
It's
I
not,
really-
it's
I really
not
gotta
a
think
bad
about that.
take. I'm thinking it now.
Bro,
It's not a
because
bad
him
take,
and
but I
Marbury-
don't think
Him and Marbury were cooking with not really any other pieces around them in Minnesota.
right.
He
but
doesn't
the-
beat Shaq and Kobe. That's it. In 2003, he doesn't beat Shaq and Kobe. It's impossible to me, anyway.
Wait, so you're talking 03-04 season?
Didn't KG win MVP that year?
Yeah.
No,
You
no, no,
talking
no.
about-
No, 2003 playoffs.
02,
2003, 02,
03.
02,
When
Shaq
the
and
Spurs
Kobe
put
off
them-
their three-peat. Tim Duncan
So,
beat
so Shaq and Kobe won 2000.
2000,
2001,
2001,
2002.
2002.
Okay, okay.
And then they lost to
2001.
Timmy in 03 and then went back in 04 and then lost to
Mhm.
Detroit. 03, there's no way KG wins with that team.
With that Spurs team?
Yeah, there's no way. Tony Parker Manu Ginobili was averaging like 8 points. It was an old
don't-
David Robinson. There's no way he wins.
I don't think
Well,
Kevin Garnett wins.
I
it.
don't know. I don't know. It's a no way, and it's only because of play style. They don't play the same. So
Yeah.
that's the only like because if we like to Dub points, Dub is saying no way, but to Dub's point, which I can't believe he's saying no way, because the KG could atone for everything Duncan is doing. In terms of points and rebound. But this is why I could agree with you because it's bigger than him just having the same points and rebound. The play style of a Kevin Garnett is much different than a Tim Duncan. So this is why I don't understand why Dub is saying no way. Dub should fully agree with this.
It's because I believe that Tim Duncan was able to guard Shaq better than Kevin Garnett. That's why. That's why I don't know. That's why I don't think that they beat the.
How many
the
times
Lakers.
was Tim Duncan alone on the island with Shaq a lot?
That's what I was just about to say that, bro. That's more of a scheme thing than it is a one-on-one
it's
thing.
for sure it's a scheme thing. Tim Duncan wasn't left on an island
Bro,
alone
I
with
was
Shaq.
just about to say that.
I
that
think
was more
a lot
of
of
a top thing.
a lot of the times, but a lot of times I know that Shaq matched up against Tim Duncan, he would struggle against him. Now, I'm not saying like he's getting shut down. Nobody's shutting down Shaq, but a lot of the games where he's going against Tim Duncan made him work for everything. You feel me? So I think KG and and Tim Duncan.
I don't remember Duncan that much one-on-one against Shaq. That's just me. I remember the Spurs having a ridiculous scheme. They would start either David Robinson on him and Tim Duncan would come help over and
Right.
I think they would. I
it'll just
think a
keep
lot of
going.
times, they would take David Robinson out and put Tim Duncan on him because he just guarded him better.
Oh, I didn't see that one-on-one a lot, but
Got
I
a
got
question.
that's
go on.
Got a question about Vince. Richard Wright donated through the super chat. Would prime Vince be a number 2 in today's league?
More than likely, yeah.
Wait, a number 2 position or number 2 option?
I'm thinking he meant number 2
Option.
option. Yeah.
No,
depends-
no,
it
he,
depends
no, he
who
would be.
you-
He'd be number 1 option.
I think he could be a 1, yeah, and of course a 2, but I think he could be a 1, man.
Number 1 on the championship team, or just number 1 in general?
Well, you have to context the question, but based on the question he's asking, a lot of players could, you know what I'm saying? I think he could go to Pistons right now as a superstar, be the
Yeah.
number 1 option. You see, so
Right.
this is the thing, and the number 1 on a championship team, it's really not a skill for a player. It's always the team makeup.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's the team makeup to put your best player in the position. It's like KD could go on the Pistons and you know what I'm saying? Of course he's the number 1 option, but are you looking at as a contender?
Right. Yeah, and we kind of see that now
That's
with
good
Milwaukee.
context.
You put Chris
see what
Middleton
I'm saying?
on the other team, he's the number 1 option.
Right.
You know?
Right, yeah. It's like, so this is what I'm saying. So it's like,
Yeah, okay, so I like that then, Dell, providing that context around it. Could Vince Carter be a number 2 option on a contending team right now?
yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
for
I
sure.
think he'd be a
Yeah.
good number 2.
100%. Yeah.
I mean, if we're being specific, then list a team. Name a team.
That he could be number 2 on?
Suns, Nets,
No, that he could be number 1
Sixers,
on.
Jazz.
Oh,
Well, you
number
talking about
1?
number 1 or number 2,
And-
Jay?
I'm talking about Euro. Euro asked the question. I don't know what Euro talking about.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
talking
He
I'm
started
asking,
listing-
like,
listing names.
I'm asking the panel, like, name some teams where you think, or Dell, name some teams that you
Mhm.
think Vince could be number 1 option right now in the NBA, and they
And
still
any
be
team.
and they still be a winning team, a competitive team, and potentially a contender.
Here, I'll name.
Cle-
I'll just start listing off from
Cleveland
1 to 6.
Cavaliers.
Okay.
Yeah.
He'll be Cleveland Cavaliers. I think Prime Vince would be the best player on that team.
Minnesota.
Minnesota, I think he'll take over Cat and just Vince makeup. I think he'll be number 1 on that team.
Where would he be on the
Um,
Mavericks?
He's a
I
number
don't.
2.
He won't
be number 2.
He'll be
He's a
number 2
number
to
2.
Luka.
Because the Bulls still be in
he's number
Luka's
2 to
hand.
Luka.
And then on the
Um,
Jazz, is he number 2?
Him and D Mitch, possible. That's
I don't know.
that's
That's tough.
I'd rather him as a number 2 on the Jazz, personally.
Toronto.
Toronto, he'll be
Toronto,
number
he'll
1.
be number
That's
1.
a fact. Sacramento, he'll be number 1, but they're losing. So I'm looking for winning teams.
So the question is answered then. If we can list that many teams,
Yeah, he could be.
And they're
number
Yeah,
good
two.
we
teams.
answered it. Yeah, we answered it for
Mhm.
sure. Facts.
All right, let's get into some current news. And I don't know how I missed this at the top of the show, but we hit some milestones again this week. We hit 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. Shout out to everybody who's been tapping in, subscribing to the channel. Again, if you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I think on the last video, we got like 500 something likes. If we could push this video to 600 today. And on TikTok, 150,000 followers on TikTok. Insane what's been going on this last month with all the Jason Williams hysteria, obviously pushing us to further and further depths, which is that was crazy to see. And I know we've already talked about it a bunch, but yeah.
Dame said that I didn't realize that the voiceover became trending as well with the
Yes.
all-time Laker thing. You seen that?
Someone messaged me messaged us, I guess, the other yesterday also, and said the same thing, that it was because I thought he typoed for a second. Like I thought he just meant the video. He said your sound's going crazy on TikTok. And I was like, sound? What sound? So
Yeah.
that's fire.
Yeah, I'm seeing it everywhere now.
Hold on,
That's
I missed
hilarious.
that. What
Had me
happened?
rolling.
The
So they
Jason
got-
Williams sound on TikTok. Go ahead, Dub.
So they got with Chilltown and Jason Williams, when it goes like when J Will's like, oh, I don't even think that Kobe's a top 5 Laker. Chilltown's like, and that's not crazy to say. That's not crazy to say. That
Right, right.
sound, people are using that little snippet and making little captions of it. Like you got to go on our video, look at the sounds, and see the
fire.
hilarious captions that they're doing with
Yeah,
it.
I'm
'cause
gonna
it's
have to
funny
do
as
that
hell.
after this. Travis Lindsay
Fire.
donated through the super chat. He's number 1 on Miami, and I'm a Heat guy. Dub.
Come on, bro.
Mm.
You already know the vibes, man. Y'all slept
No,
on us
no, he's
all
talking about Vince.
He's talking about Vince
Oh wait,
being
Vince
a number
what?
one on that team.
Vince would be the number one on Miami.
Thought about that
He
as well.
would, for
He
sure,
could be.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
All right, let's get into
Come on,
current
bro.
news. Trae Young dominates the Knicks, drops 45 and 8 to
Could
Dell.
you say Trae Young dominates the Knicks again? Yeah. Me and my group chat we were saying Ice Trae's coming into town and he's gonna pick up and do what he did, and he didn't disappoint. I gotta watch the highlights again because I like Trae Young's flair.
Toussaint, did that hit too close to home?
Does, because I get chastised by my family. They're like Sixer fans and everything like that. So we got this fun little competition going on. But every time the Knicks lose, I just wake up to a whole bunch of text messages and phone calls and all that. It's just, I just hate being the laughing stock of the family. You know, it's just.
Wait, hold on. Wait, why are you guys? I think this is the first time the Knicks beat you guys this year, right? This is the first time the Knicks beat you. I mean, the Hawks beat you guys. So I don't see why y'all
Oh,
gotta
no.
be upset about it.
Nah. It's just we're not playing good basketball right now, and we need every little win that we could get. You know, and being
y'all-
at this.
Yeah, but
And
y'all
being
not
that
doing
this is
anything.
against somebody who's not liked in Madison Square Garden, you know, it just stings a little bit more.
But I don't know why it stings because this is the first time he beat you guys all year. So it's
Do you
like
not
if
remember what
anything,
happened
it's-
last year?
I was
know
about to
what
say,
happened last year. I know what happened.
So that's
last
why
year,
they
but-
don't like him.
but
So every
I-
time he comes in, you gotta step
But
up
still,
your game.
like if you look at it for a season as a Knicks fan, it's like, all right, Trae, you got this. You was bound to get one, but shit, we beat you 3 times this year.
but you gotta look at the position though. They're in the playing tournament. We're not.
Yeah, I get it. But I
You know?
mean, let's keep it real. If you're going to take anything out of this season, I would kind of take that as a dub, as if, yeah, Trae Young, you beat us this game, but hey, we beat you 3 times this year. It is what it is.
You talking loser mentality? That's a loser mentality,
I
bro.
was about
You
to
are
say, man,
satisfied
Yeah,
with
that's
him.
terrible.
As a
Listen,
if my
No.
team is losing, and I know that we're losers, you feel me? I'm gonna sit here and lie, Trae. We're rivals, we don't like you like that. Hey, you beat us this time. Hey, at least we beat you guys 3 times. It is what it is. My team sucks. It is what it is, bro.
If
But at
that
least I
was,
can at least use that.
if the Hawks just came off a championship, then I would kind of feel you. But
You
There's
can't
no
you can't you can't beat Trae Young. You can't beat it's hard to beat one team 4 times in one season, bro.
Travis Lindsay sent another super chat. This is gridiron related. Dub Tyreek to the Dolphins. Sorry, I know it's football. Little breaking news for
Appreciate you.
y'all.
is that confirmed?
Yeah.
Oh, damn, it is.
We
Wow.
just, we just
confirmed?
break
Five
news on players'
speculation.
choice. Doesn't matter what sport it is.
They
Victor,
did it?
Wow.
Victor through the super
Wow.
chat. Glad to have Dub back. Miami Heat champs 2022. It's about damn time. Also through the super chat. Dub, don't miss another pod or I'm on your ass. Pause. LOL. Marz, good to see. Good to see you as holding your own on the last 2 pods. Respect, youngin. All right.
Appreciate it.
Moving along, Bucks beat Bulls by 28 behind Giannis's 25 and 17.
The Bulls are pretenders. That's all that.
They messed up my ticket as well.
They've been pretenders for a while now.
Okay, prediction. Are they a round 1 exit?
Who do they have right now? Is it Boston?
Let me see really quick. I got you. Standings. All right, let's see. Boston.
It's Boston for real?
Boston
Yeah,
Bulls as it stands right now.
They
Yeah,
are
they're
going
losing.
home 100%.
4-5.
They
Do you
they
think that's a
lose in
sweep?
5, maybe 6.
Ooh.
I don't know if it's 100% though. Like you can't. I guess they've been playing bad the last couple of weeks or so, and Boston is on the upswing. But I feel this is me. I look at the playoff season as always different. Like a different identity in every single thing. Like it's not so much you could take from the regular season other than the home court advantage, you know, and say what you say. I've said on this before. I like Jayson Tatum, Jaylen Brown. I said it before, Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan. But to just sit back and just because they're in a downward spiral, that's why y'all saying it's easy as 100%. When everybody on this panel loved the Bulls 3 weeks ago.
Right.
I still love the
I-
Bulls. I still love the Bulls. I think
You see
what
what I'm
Marz is
saying?
saying. I think what Marz is saying is, I mean, I guess you can look at it from this angle. I'm looking at it like, let these boys. This is the first year that they're actually together, right? The first year that they having to figure out how to actually step on the pedal in order to make that last 82 games plus the playoffs. So I feel like I'm giving it the benefit of the doubt, especially with DeMar DeRozan, who has been in the playoffs, a couple of times, to catch their second wind.
Right.
The Celtics already know how to do that. And
Yeah.
the Celtics were not that at the beginning of the season because they know how to pace themselves.
82 games is a lot.
That's what I'm saying. And so I'd rather have the Bulls hit a rough patch now than
It's a lot.
I'm about to shoot.
game 80, game 81,
about-
82.
I'm about to
And
shoot
we're
from the hip
forgetting one
with this
major
one.
point. Lonzo's
go
still
ahead.
not back.
Yeah,
Lonzo's still not playing.
And we're gonna get to that too later in the show about what's going on with him. And I'm gonna shoot from the hip here because I'm not gonna lie, I haven't watched basketball in a week or two, and I haven't been paying super close attention to the Celtics. But so correct me if I'm wrong. But their supporting cast seem to have stepped up later in the season though too. What is his name? Their center. Oh,
Robert Williams.
yes,
Robert Williams,
I heard that
yeah.
he's been playing well.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
I gave him
seems-
love
It
last episode.
seems like the Celtics supporting cast has stepped up more so than maybe the Bulls supporting cast, where they're leaning more on Zach and DeMar.
But I
don't
think
know.
the Bulls are 0-16 against the top 3 seeds
Yeah.
in each conference.
They
Like
are.
that's
That's
a
the exact
terrible
stat.
sign of what's
Yeah.
to come in the playoffs. Like I know
Yeah.
Boston are the 4 or 5 seed, but against good teams they are terrible.
Marz, I'm so glad you're here, bro. Because honestly, I've been telling these guys all year, bro. I'm like, the Bulls is good. You feel me? But at the end of the day, it's their first year. They're young, bro, and they got to get things
I don't
together.
think-
and
Yeah, I'm
I
not saying
don't
they
think-
can't
They're
figure
not-
it
I
out.
don't think
they're
think
not
they're
figuring
as
it out
young.
this year. They're not
Shaq just
figuring
threw
it
his
out this
AirPods
year.
across the room.
They're not figuring
don't-
out this year.
I
I don't care
don't
what
think
y'all
they're
say. They're
young.
not figuring it out. Now, for future
So
years
because
to come,
because
for
they
future years
because
to
this is
come,
the
the Bulls
first
have
year
potential. Yes.
because this is the first year that they're together, they're not going to figure it out.
I just
No,
don't
bro, they're not
see-
making
I
it
haven't
past the
seen any
second round.
evidence that they're going to figure it out.
A lot of teams don't make it past the second round though. No one.
Okay.
So like, I get like what you're saying. Like if they lose in the second round, I think that's a successful.
Yeah, I
season for the
thought second
Chicago
round was
Bulls.
their ceiling at the start of the season, but now I think it's legit. They can go home in the first.
It is,
And
but
I think
mainly
that's a bad season for them.
But mainly Shaq, bro. Mainly Shaq was the one. Oh yeah, they're gonna make it further than Miami, or like they're gonna make it to the championship. So maybe that's where it's coming off. Maybe you guys didn't say that, but yeah, the Bulls has always been a second round exit for me, and it hasn't changed my mind at all this year.
All right,
Well, if you have them there, that's good.
Isaiah,
It is good.
Isaiah
Yeah, I can
Thomas,
agree with
this
you there.
is Hall of Famer Isaiah Thomas, thinks Devin Booker deserves more recognition for MVP. I've got a little quote thing from Instagram. This comes from ESPN. Let it be known, this is Isaiah Thomas. Let it be known, Devin Book, MVP conversation, best record, leading scorer has always been part of the criteria. Devin Booker with a little clap back to the NBA. Appreciate that IT, but the criteria changes depending on player's name.
I agree with that.
I agree wholeheartedly.
That's 100% a fact. And I sent something in the chat that made so much perfect sense. I don't know if anybody read it or where it was coming from. It was someone having a conversation, probably replying to this on Twitter. And they said, you can see how the criteria changes because every season it's been the best player on the winningest team. They're in the running for MVP, yada, 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 this, that, or the third. But when it comes to Devin Booker, he never gets that notoriety or that love. Now you go to LeBron James, to what he's been doing. Everything Bron has been doing has been glorified. And for the most part, he's on a losing team. Like he's on the losing team and his stats, his numbers is being glorified. No matter if it's year 4 or year 19.
Context.
Right. He's still
He's
scoring.
done enough. He's done enough, number one, and he's also old.
Yeah, but okay, he's done enough.
That's the caveat. That's the caveat that everybody is celebrating LeBron for.
What? Because he's old, he's still playing at a high level.
But you can say he's old and say his numbers or whatever the case may be. But don't put it in the context of saying Bron could be MVP, because I heard those talks and Bron.
I'm not saying
when
that.
Devin Booker was scoring numbers, all it was he's scoring on a losing team. And that's just what it was. That's who he's going to be. He's scoring on a losing team. Now he's scoring and winning. And he's still, of course, it's LeBron James, but other players are getting more notoriety than him. And
I agree with you. But here's the thing. All of that talk will stop. Like he will be, let me just say this. I agree 100% with D-Book. I agree 100% with IT and Dell with you as well. Like I'm not trying to play a devil's advocate or none of that. But what I'm saying is once CP3 is out completely and Devin Booker, quote unquote, does it on his own, all of that conversation about, oh, D-Book should be mentioned in the MVP is out the window because he would just be considered in that, like they would just consider him in that conversation.
But that's what he been doing though. CP
Yeah.
been out and he's still been winning and cooking.
But it's not like he has quote unquote won anything in the postseason without CP3. You get what I'm saying?
No, but
like he has to have something that
right,
he has to have something that he can put on his resume.
Right,
not just a couple of games.
This conversation is about the games he's playing. Like, look at DeMar DeRozan. When Zach LaVine was out, DeMar went on that tear. Everybody had him as an MVP.
Right? And sorry, and I know this is regular season and everything like that, but the same way that Devin Booker says the context of that, criteria changes with each player. I think postseason has something to do with that as well.
Well,
I don't know.
With CP,
maybe I don't know.
Previous season and stuff, of course, because nobody's going to be like, oh, just because you had a crazy one-off season, we're going to give you the MVP. Especially when there's somebody who has a similar season, but the previous year, in the postseason, they've been going off and they just fell short.
I think it's just
not fair. Of course, it's not fair. But
I don't think you can say that about the one-off season, or else Derrick Rose would have never won against LeBron James.
But remember, the narrative
just
of
about
LeBron
narrative.
that year was
Yeah,
that
it's
he
just
was
about
killing,
narrative.
so nobody wanted to give him the MVP, really.
But I'm just basing it on the one-off thing he just said. D Rose had a one-off second or third year. And
so you don't.
Braun averaging 27, 6 and 7 or 20. His first year in Miami, Braun numbers was ridiculous.
I feel you. But here's the thing: D Rose was fresh in the league, and D Book is now. How many years has he been in the league?
I think 7.
7, maybe.
So that's
7.
what. And so I am of the belief that the people who select MVP take that into what?
So should Ja Morant win this year?
No, I'm saying that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying people are looking at Ja as MVP, and this is a fact, more than they are looking at D Book. That's why we're having this conversation. And that's because he is younger. He hasn't.
Yeah, it's about narrative.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But the thing is, they've been pushing CP as the MVP of the Suns for what, 2 years?
That's the narrative. Is the
right,
one.
Right.
The media just trying to push anything.
And so what I'm saying is, once quote unquote the narrative changes from D Book having to do it with CP3 to D Book can just get it done, it'll be over.
But
like he will always be in the MVP conversation.
I have a question about this because
hold on.
Yeah, go ahead, Doug.
Nah, but this is why it's kind of like weird to me, that take, because you're saying that he never had postseason success without CP3, but CP3 never made it to the finals without Devin Booker.
Right.
You feel me? Like we could use that same thing and flip it the other way around.
But here's the thing: we can also what also comes with the CP3 narrative is the injuries when it comes to postseason.
Absolutely, but
there are plenty of folks that view that as a solid excuse.
But Devin Booker never had a good supporting cast on this squad ever. And this is the first year where he actually, last couple of years is the first year where he actually had a level of stability and a level of promise. I mean, we're not going to say, you guys don't like talking about the bubble. They showed that promise in the bubble and how better that they was becoming. You feel me?
I'm not defending the nastiness that this is. I'm just saying,
I know you're not.
Why? I'm just saying why. And I believe that people who choose MVP, who vote for MVP, they also consider they have an emotional bias in it. There's an emotional percentage that goes into the vote, and part of that is previous seasons, and especially because when you look at trajectory, you know what I'm saying, like, this guy has been working his tail off for X amount of seasons, and he's just been going up, 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 up. He is due for one. Like we say this all the time, like projecting MVPs, in the coming seasons.
Really quick, because I want to touch on this MVP stuff again, but I want to address something really quick. Jace, we see you. I appreciate you sending 5 through the Cash App. I just want to acknowledge this one time, and then we're going to move on from it. We seen the messages yesterday. We see you in the chat. There are better ways to go about trying to get on the show. Join the Discord. Get involved in the community. Stitch our content on TikTok. Comment on our stuff. But begging to be on the show every 2 minutes, it's not very appealing to anyone up here. There are so many people who ask to be on the show. We don't just grant you the wish. I want to say this with respect. We appreciate you supporting the show, and hopefully one day you can come up here. but this is just not the right way to go about it.
It's appealing to me.
Thank you.
I love it.
Thank you for the support. So the
I love the thirst.
MVP thing. I have a question. In how much weight does this carry in the MVP discussion? Because Ja Morant set the NBA on fire this year. He's must-see TV. You know, he kind of put himself in a weird spot of most improved to, oh, maybe he's actually MVP. So because he's kind of setting the league on fire, he's a highlight reel. He brings eyeballs. Do you think that's also pushing the narrative of why he's kind of climbing that MVP ladder?
100%.
Yeah, and I think, to be honest with you, my way too early prediction, I think he's going to win MVP next year because this is the narrative now. All he has to do is come out and say,
that's what happened with Jokic.
Do the same with Luka every
That's
year.
what happened with Jokic.
Yeah, he's going to win it. Either Ja or Luka's going to win MVP next year. It's one of them two.
I just think with D-Book, the thing that we're seeing now is what we saw with Donovan Mitchell last year. He was the best player on the best
Good
team last year.
comparison, Marz.
And no one talks about him for MVP. I just think it's about, if the media don't want to push your narrative, you're not going to win it. Like, that's why I don't really value the awards, really.
Let's also keep in mind that it has to be a really, really close race and a clear cut, like 1 and 2. Like, these guys are the ones for them to even be in a position to sway it either way. Because if there's a guy because there's always like 4 or 5 guys that, you know, could be considered MVP, but not really, but yes, they can't take number 5 spot and just narrative the hell out of this guy. And then all of a sudden say he's the MVP, because that would just upset too many people. And the NBA would lose legitimacy in the MVP award, and they can't afford that.
But I think, as you bring up D Mitch, I think D Mitch was highlighted as well. Like, I think he was a highlight reel. And he was coming off of the bubble where he had a sensational performance. You know what I'm saying? So I think, I don't know how the narrative changed to Ja. I think Ja Morant, surprise is always good. D Mitch was coming off of the bubble. So it wasn't him cooking like that. Wasn't like, you know, surprise. Are we going to give Gobert the defensive player? Yeah, yada, yada, yada. But Ja Morant is only one person that's Jay on this panel that was on Ja Morant like this, honestly, that I've known that said, yo, Ja's about to go sick. No one else was this.
But for D Mitch, I feel like we can't, if everybody else is dismissing the bubble as something that's like, you know, a weak season and a weak playoff run and everything like that, we can't say
he came in with flair. That's
what, that's what I'm saying. Is like, if everybody is talking about, oh, LeBron's chip in the bubble, like his bubble ring is soft, it's all this and that or whatever, then we can't say D Mitch had a crazy year and like hold it up
he
here.
Was an all-star before the bubble. I'm not holding it up there. I'm just saying D Mitch was known before the bubble.
D Mitch is nice.
Yeah,
D Mitch is nice.
The reason he don't get the credit he deserves is all because of CP3. Because when we seen CP3 and do that thing with OKC, he went to Game 7 with the Rockets, almost sent them home and everything. Everybody was so high on CP3 and him getting his clout back. Because after 2019, people were really like, "Oh, he's old. He should be out the league. He's not the same anymore." And the way CP3 turned things around, everybody, like Del said, it was like, wow, it surprised us. It's like crazy. So now when we seen him go to the Suns and seen them become on this crazy pedestal, going to the finals, best team in the NBA, now it's like, oh, okay, we're gonna give all this credit to CP3 because at the end of the day, we like what he did. He surprised us, showing that even at this older age, he still could get this done, and that's why most of the credit goes to CP3 instead of Devin Booker. That's the reason right there.
Shout out to From the Sideline. Is G Baby part of From the Sideline now?
I don't know.
I've been seeing him on there a lot. I was gonna say, look at the Players' Choice community, how they move, boy.
Yeah, they move.
I like that, man. The Discord is jumping. I don't really partake in none of these debates and conversations, but I be reading though. It's funny as hell.
Discord, I can't even keep up.
Me either.
These guys are animals, going in every day, always debating, man. Like I keep
24/7.
saying, join the Discord. They're always debating in there. There's voice channels to go and debate one another. Obviously, there's the text channels that they're going crazy in all day. So make sure you join the Discord. It's About Damn Time donated through the super chat. He broke the Tyreek Hill news again. Travis Lindsay broke that about 15 minutes ago. Thank you for the super chat, brother.
Thank you, brother.
Moving on, Karl Anthony Towns and Jayson Tatum received Player of the Week honors. Congrats.
Solid. Both teams uprise. They deserve it.
Mm-hmm.
Cat's still a loser.
The Miami.
This is my daily slogan.
To go off of what you said, Jay, for all you guys out there, doing pause and everything, Trent, G Baby, Boo Wop, very happy for you guys. It's a great thing to see. And this community isn't just about bringing bringing this panel up, these guys up here, not just bringing us up, but you guys along with us. Like, you guys are a part of us as well. And it wouldn't be the same community without you guys. So always remember that.
Fire, Dub. Players' choice, uplifting each other and creating opportunities, opening doors for one another. It's amazing. Miami Heat are seen as the legitimate suitor for Bradley Beal should he seek a new home.
Oh, damn.
That's fire.
Dub, can I go?
You could go.
Legitimate suitor, because that's a big market with enough cap space, not cap space, but with enough like deep pockets to bench press whatever Bradley Beal just signed. But are they going to do it? Will they have to gut the team? Are they willing to gut the team to even bring him over? That's the question. So I don't know if suitor is the right word here. Like, are they able to handle that? They could potentially, but I don't know if that's even a wise choice right there.
They have to get rid of Tyler Hero.
Tyler Hero, yeah.
Yeah,
that's a great point.
But they're going to have to get rid of more than Tyler Hero.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Way more.
Duncan Robinson going to be in there too.
Right.
Yep. So
they're not getting rid of both shooters like that.
You know what I'm saying? And that's like, because really, if you bring Bradley Beal in, it would basically be a baby blowing the roster up.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't see Pat Riley going along with that at all.
I don't see them going after Bradley Beal just because of the merging of a Tyler Hero. Because I think Tyler will go to Washington and beat Bradley Beal.
Right.
Mm-hmm. If you weren't getting rid of Tyler Hero for James Harden, I don't think you're getting rid of him for Bradley Beal, personally.
Okay, yeah, that's true. But I mean, it goes.
And that was pre-emergence Tyler Hero as well.
Yeah. It goes.
Well, I just think was Jimmy Butler there with the Tyler Hero.
Jimmy was there. It was just off the bubble, yeah.
Jimmy Butler was
all right,
there.
but I think James and Jimmy don't fit as well as Beal and Jimmy would. So I think that was that. Yeah, I think that was the more so. Like, Beal and Jimmy fits. Like, they could play together. Jimmy honestly he could play with
anybody.
But he won't work with James Harden. He won't work with James though. It's weird.
Yeah.
Like Euro said though, it's like I don't see Pat Riley pulling the trigger on literally giving up our future for a win now approach if it's somebody like Bradley Beal. Like, I just don't see that happening. So I don't think that's gonna happen. Would I like him for, like, if he takes a pay cut? Yeah, of course, but I don't think Pat Riley would give up Hero, Robinson, all them guys just for Bradley Beal. I wouldn't.
Got a graphic from the Score. Credit to StatMuse. Points per game in their 19th season. LeBron James, 30 points per game. Second highest, Kobe Bryant, 22.3. Then it goes down from there. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Dirk Nowitzki, Carmelo, Karl Malone, John Stockton, Shaq, Tim Duncan, Vince Carter, Jamal Crawford, Kevin Garnett.
That's the narrative stuff I'll be talking about, man.
How old is LeBron?
37.
37. Nah.
I don't think it's narrative. It is what it is. Like,
I mean, it's impressive.
There's no narrative there because nobody else really did anything. Kobe's team in his 19th season, they didn't do nothing.
Here's why I don't like that. Right? Hold on. First of all, Kobe's 19th year, what was that? 2014, 15, right?
That was with Kuz and all of them, right?
Nah,
it was maybe
that was a year.
I think it was the year they drafted
15, right? Here's why I don't like that, right? Kobe got hurt, right? He played literally, I think, like 30 games, right? And then on top of that, it's two different type of NBAs. Back then, I mean, granted, it's still kind of modern, but it's so up and down now. Players are putting up numbers like it's 2K, bro. Today's NBA literally reminds me of 2K when you put the sliders up. And that's why it's hard. That's why it's hard for me to kind of like dig into all these numbers. Like when players average 30, it's kind of like, okay.
Inflation.
Yeah, it's like
it is a little inflated, but
it's still fair to say he's having the best 19.
Yeah, no, I agree. And I don't want to undermine LeBron's season. I'm a Bron fan. I love LeBron James, right? But I just don't like when we compare and put numbers up against each other, like the 19th season stuff. I don't like that stuff. I really don't.
I think
you could say he's having the best 19th season without this graphic.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course.
Even though,
but the thing is, it's gonna get worse next year. And when the 21st season, it's just gonna keep going and going. So you just gotta get used to it. And that's not a negative when it comes to like this, because it's LeBron James. You know what I'm saying? Because Vince Carter was in his 19th season. No one knew who was talking about it, but it's Braun still at his peak and considered a top 7, 8 player in the NBA. Some people still have him top 5. I don't, but it goes with the territory of him, like what the what you said earlier of the cachet. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like based on what Braun did already, the criteria, based on him doing what he did, we're gonna still be looking at him year 19 when he averaging 30, of course. Like,
but listen, but even if he doesn't have the cachet, if he's the top, like he's 8 points ahead of Kobe in terms of average in his 19th season. Like, that's a feat. I don't care what he did before or what he didn't do before. Like I don't see anything wrong with this graphic. I don't see anything wrong with posting that, because the context is there. Like it's in their 19th season, it don't matter.
But in the same case, Kobe's 8 points above Kareem, and I didn't hear people talking about Kobe in his 19th season.
Because nobody talks about Kareem except for Ron.
But also, Marz,
Kareem is considered.
But Marz, you also have to remember just the way that social media has also evolved today, and how many more people are covering what, and so this
and how they follow LeBron, and just how they follow LeBron. Like Kobe was getting the same followers, but treatment, but it's gonna go higher. And for the next supernova superstar, that's LeBron James, who knows it's gonna be. For them, if they go to year 20, it's gonna be even worse.
Oh,
they gotta milk LeBron James' name and the clickbait his names come with as much as it gets. You put LeBron James ties his shoes a different way after he plays Brooklyn Nets. The clickbait on that is gonna be ridiculous.
I might title that show. I might title
that. That's so true. That's so true.
Like, so you just gotta go with the face of the NBA. Just like even Jordan, they put Braun. Whenever you put LeBron James versus Michael Jordan, no matter what is going on, it's being clicked. No matter what in life, everybody, who's better? If Andrew Wiggins say in an interview today that Braun is better than Mike, that's top news. Andrew Wiggins stinks, yada, yada, yada. It just is what it is.
When Jason Williams says that Kobe is not a top 5 Laker.
Like, you know what I'm saying? When you bring up a supernova versus supernovas, it's like, it's clickbait. It's clickbait. That's what it is. And like Euro said, no one's thinking about Kareem. Like, so no one's just saying that Kobe averaged 8 more points over Kareem. They're like, so? Like,
I mean, this is an undebatable topic, or it shouldn't be debated, bro. LeBron is in his 19th season. He's averaging 30. Full stop.
Right.
Full stop. Like, salute, celebrate it.
Right. And
you know what I mean? There's nothing else.
In clickbait, him tying his shoes. Travis Lindsay tapped in on the Hero or Miami Heat Beal thing through the super chat. I'm not giving up Hero for Beal right now. His potential's higher, I believe, especially with the age gap. Thank you, Travis Lindsay. Moving on, Lonzo Ball will stop running on his knee for the next 10 days. They've been trying to ramp him up, but his knee hasn't responded well. It's not good news.
Lonzo, take it easy, bro. Take it easy. You don't want to mess up, especially if something as serious as you need. Relax. I'm sorry, but your teammate making it to the finals. Just get healthy, bro. Just get healthy. That's all I want you to do.
You sound scared.
I know, right? I know, right?
That wasn't sincere at all. Like, you sound like you need Lonzo to not be back.
Nah.
He's trying to engineer easy route for Miami.
Right.
Lonzo should take it easy though. Like, come on, bro. Like, you shouldn't rush anything, especially when it involves your knee, especially if it's not responding well.
I'll piggyback off of that, especially what you said earlier. If this is their first year, I would like them to, like I always said, I got the Bucks in the finals, but I would like to see the Bulls. I still stand by that, even with whatever they're going through right now and the injuries that Lonzo is facing. But I think, dog, what's wrong with taking it, like shutting it down and starting next year, because the chemistry is there. There's a lot of teams. No,
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that, because you always gotta, no matter you can say, because you have to go with what's going. Like, and I feel like Lonzo, if he's able to come back and not even think about shutting down, and he's not gonna force it out, but you could build off of that, bro. That's a
I mean, that's all I mean.
You
You don't have to. Don't force it. Is what I meant. Like, if it's worth shutting down, shut it down.
Right. If it's like, yo, but don't do it in the back of your mind and say we have next year, because you don't know who else is.
Oh yeah, no.
You know
what
I'm saying?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
I like the Pistons to have a better year next year, because other than the All-Star break, other than them losing to Portland, the Detroit Pistons been playing everyone tough. Like every single team, they've been playing tough. I don't know what's the coach's name that left Toronto, what he got going on over there?
Dwayne
Casey. But like them, they've been playing tough. Who knows what upright is? And the Bulls could be like, oh yeah, we good, Lonzo, then come back next year. And it'd be like how the Hawks is this year. Because everybody had the Hawks making a better move than they're making now.
Right.
And look at the Hawks, you know what I'm saying? They're for playing. And after Eastern Conference Finals, I think, right? Or they lost in the second round.
They lost
conference finals. Right. So it's like, nah, if you could battle it out and try to go for whatever your team could reach, I'll go with that every single time.
Alex Rodriguez supporting through the super chat. Shout out to you, brother.
At the risk of an injury. Like what if
No, if he can go.
Yeah. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
How crazy was it that you guys saw that Giannis news about him playing on his knee last year?
Yeah,
I didn't see it, but I saw his knee bend backwards and he bounced back and dropped 50.
Said that if he hyperextended it one more time, his knee was done.
Yeah.
And he still played on it.
Yeah.
Insane.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I didn't see it.
Yeah,
I didn't see it, but
there was a graphic going around saying that there was like one ligament attached that let him go, but he should not have played on it. And it was the thing that was separating him from an MCL, ACL injury. So if that was to go,
that ligament was holding off a
man, bro. That's insane. He was still going crazy.
Dub, you have the picture. Dub, you have the picture. You have the picture, Dub. Do you have
the picture of his ligament?
Or whatever.
No,
they're talking about.
It's a graphic, and I think it might have gotten floated in our Instagram.
Chat.
So I'll float the next topic, and I'll go look for it for you. But Jamal Crawford officially retiring from basketball. Thoughts on that?
Respect. I think he waited a little bit because he was seeing if somebody would give him a chance to go out while still like playing and active. But I think he's one of the players where, other than rings and all that stuff, people talk about legacy. His legacy is already imprinted in the NBA. Like he win Sixth Man of the Year. And no one could say like, Jamal Crawford ain't one of them dudes.
Right.
Like he would never be viewed at. No one never say, nah, but he don't got no rings. Like he'll be in the realm of, oh nah, JC is nice, like, or a bucket, whatever. So
Marz,
respect to him.
Would you rather have Patrick McCaw's career or Jamal Crawford's?
He's gonna say McCaw's.
Yes, I am.
That's crazy.
That's
bro.
crazy.
Can't believe
You know what I'm gonna say?
Why?
Really
He values rings.
I
saw that last episode.
Exactly. You know what I'm gonna say?
That's
You
crazy.
keep asking, like the answer's gonna change.
It is crazy, but I guess
I
it's
get
crazy.
it too, but it's still crazy.
Can someone in the Discord help me out with that Giannis graphic? If you find it, send it in the Discord and at me.
But how good is a ring if you don't leave behind a legacy?
I don't care about legacy.
I mean, I feel like
I love how straightforward you answer.
I know.
Yeah, because I've been
Jamal
asked before.
Crawford
I
kind
just
of
don't
did
care.
leave a legacy though.
No,
I
that's
mean,
fine.
Maybe
He
it's
can
a
leave his
bias
legacy,
thing because
that's
he's Seattle.
No, but you don't.
Well, here's the thing.
JD,
No, he for
JD,
sure
you
left the
don't-
legacy.
Here's the thing.
JD,
What kind of legacy do you think Bradley Beal has? Because I'm thinking this guy's just looking at this as a business, and he's making the most money that he can make. And to Shaq's point a couple episodes ago, dog, his family legacy, that what he's able to, like the path that he's able to pave based off of this money that he's been earning, that's the legacy right there. It don't matter about no basketball if that's your mind frame.
Yeah, that's
But
what
it's
I'm
kinda-
fine if
okay,
someone
it's
wants to
kinda-
just go whoever makes the most money as well. It's the same thing. Like,
No,
whatever
but no,
you wanna
this is-
get out of the game. I don't.
This is why I can't ever agree with you saying the rings thing, because to make it to the NBA, boom, got it, great, whatever. But to go in there, play, and leave a lasting name, it's like then just getting the ring just for being on the team. It's you feel that, like, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, what is Bradley Beal's legacy? Just the fact of him getting into the league, averaging 30 points, fighting, and then Patrick McCaw just being on the championship team. Bradley Beal would be remembered more than anyone could off the head knows that Patrick McCaw has 3 rings.
Yeah, but I don't care about being remembered.
Yeah,
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking in your role when you're somebody's Bradley Beal legacy. You know what I'm saying? It's like you could walk around with three. Patrick McCaw literally in 4 years could walk around and know with his 3 rings and be like, "Hey, where'd you get those?" The truth. like, where'd you? Are those real?
Marz, Adam Morrison or Jamal Crawford?
Who did Adam Morrison win with the Lakers?
Lakers.
He's
I'm
going.
taking that. Yeah.
Yo, Marz.
Jesus
But-
Christ,
No,
Marz.
Man, but listen,
Adam
there are
Morrison
players.
Was nice at Gonzaga though.
He was Gonzaga.
He was.
But that's
Apparently
all
he
he's
didn't
remembered
shower,
for.
so
He
that's a bit-
didn't.
No,
I've heard some
But-
crazy stories.
We have players that got a ring on the back end, or even if they, let's say, join the team at the trade deadline and they got hurt
Right.
immediately, and then like Matt Barnes, for example, you see him
right.
fake refusing the ring and everything like that because he doesn't
Right.
want to have that part of his legacy.
That's
like
the
there are
competitive nature of him. You know what I'm saying?
right. And so what if your competitive nature doesn't align with getting rings? It's more so like me trying to build a future. Like what if people aren't like hoopers like that? They just play basketball because they're good at it, and that's just what it is.
No,
Like
because
there are
the
guys like that
difference
in the NBA.
I'm not gonna lie.
It
If you
is,
don't
and
want to win a ring, I do not want you on my team.
It's not about not wanting to win
But
a ring.
that's the thing. It's not about winning. I get what you're trying to say, Euro. And let's take Bradley Beal, for instance. For the most part, Bradley Beal knows how today's NBA works. He knows he can still sign with the Washington Wizards and in 2 years be locked in and then say, I want out just based on it and still get the money and a team going to come get him. Just like Giannis.
But then how much value
think,
does that ring have though? Because I feel like that's and no disrespect, but
I'll
a Gary
tell you how
Payton
much.
ring in the 90s would have been different than the ring that he got with the
Of
Of
where
course,
he got
but
him with.
but that's not the in 2 years or even this year. That's not the realm Bradley Beal is in now. He could go to Miami. Let's say he go to Miami next year and win a ring.
Willie in 2 though. Willie in 2 years.
Chandler.
Yes, that's still being valued. Like James Harden. James Harden on Brooklyn, that ring would have still been valued. James Harden with Sixers is still going to be valued.
Listen, and you see what James Harden is on. He has been in full panic mode since Houston, because that's what I see. And I don't, because he needs a ring. He needs a ring.
Yo.
He has no patience for anything, for any
that's-
little mishap.
Hold on. Chandler Scott is trying to corner Marz right now. He donated through the super chat. So Marz,
Corner Marz.
would you rather have Robert Horry's career over Michael Jordan's?
He's
Who has more rings? Like they're
Robert
asking-
Horry has
they
more
know
rings.
the
Robert Horry.
they know the answer to the question. Whoever has more rings, I'm picking them.
Come on, Marz, but that's so
See,
crazy.
I don't know. I can't agree
Like
with
I'm
that.
saying, you're acting like I'm saying
Crazy.
Robert
no,
Horry.
so Ron, so
I'm not
Marz,
saying
say what
I
you're
know
saying.
what you're
Say what you're saying. Say what
Whichever
you're saying.
player has
so,
more
no.
rings.
Say the Robert
Say the
Horry
names.
over Michael
Say the
Jordan,
names.
so
JD, get ready
Oh,
for the
you want
clip
the
on TikTok.
You want the TikTok? I would rather have Robert Horry's NBA career over Michael Jordan's.
I love you, Marz.
Yo, Jay's gonna clip this, bro, and it's gonna be so
I'm gonna get
bad,
killed.
bro.
You're
Yo,
gonna
you're
get
gonna get
crucified, and
destroyed.
I appreciate you. Player's Choice appreciates you. Wow, TMZ, did you hear that one? Oh my goodness. Okay.
Martians looking for a new settlement. They're like, dog.
That is
But I don't get it. Like they know what I'm gonna answer. If I've already
I'm
made
with
the
you.
point clear.
It's
I'm
just
with you.
Marz. It's just Marz. The thing that I think everyone kind of like just disagrees with it, because it's like it's kind of like riding off the coattails. You feel me? It's like me getting a job, and me is like, oh yeah, I'm here. And
Robert
maybe-
Horry did not write
everything.
coattails.
No, I'm not saying Robert Horry, but he was talking about Patrick McCaw and everything, you know? So I'm like, it's just a lot of guys, just a lot of people in general would want to have an impact on the game more than
Yeah, and
just
I'm not
sitting there.
criticizing anyone who's like, oh, I want to have a legacy that lasts generations or whatever the case may be, or I want to make as much money. I'm just saying, for me, if I'm playing a sport and the aim of the sport is to win,
But
whoever
they at
wins
least
the
want
most,
to
that's what
play.
I
Hold on. We'll also have to consider. I mean, this is super nasty, but I felt like the premise was nasty. We have to consider that Robert Horry's legacy will take a huge jump when they finally get their heads out of their asses and induct him into the Hall of Fame. That's the biggest Hall of Fame snub ever.
Robert Horry?
With the 7 rings, ask any
Robert
NBA
Horry?
vet. You can Google this. Everybody is talking about all the legends. They're talking about this, how this is like, this is one of the things where we're talking about like the integrity of who is being voted in and everything like that. It's just nasty.
I don't think Robert Horry's I don't think Robert Horry is a Hall of Fame snub at all. I'm sorry.
I don't think
Robert
so
Horry,
either.
you know, that's our era. We know what Robert Horry meant to the Rockets, to the Spurs, to the Lakers. We know.
And he was
we
a
know.
different player with
We
the
know.
Rockets, completely different.
Of course, more bang for your buck, more energy, more. What? Get it. Changed his game. Started shooting the three, hit some clutch shots. But a Hall of Famer, I cannot say Robert Horry's a Hall of Famer. Like,
What you just counted was all NBA. Not
what you mean?
No college, not no high school, not none of that stuff, which is Hall of Fame. It's the basketball Hall of Fame, not the NBA Hall of Fame.
That's a good point.
I gotta look up and you gotta tell me what he did in high school and college. I don't know. Somebody like tell me, because to say that to say that, like, so you're basing it on.
I'm saying that he's been overdue because based off what other people have said.
Because he got the
other Hall of Famers. Yes.
Oh, okay. You're testing it being on those championship teams.
Someone report back on that, those stats. Apparently I have no poll around here because no one has sent that Giannis graphic through. So
they probably can't find it.
Are we even liking the video too? Like, what's going on around here? The Charlotte Hornets sign Isaiah Thomas for the rest of the year.
That's big time, man.
I'm glad he got.
That's big time for IT.
Down.
That's tough for him. That's
dope,
tough
man.
for IT.
And I said this a few weeks ago on the show. Is like his will and his drive to just get back on the court it's literally, I don't think we've ever seen anything like that of someone just persevering through all of that. He had so many hurdles to jump through just to get a spot back in the NBA, and he did it.
He says it the best, man. He calls it slow grind, and I couldn't understand it better.
You talk about a hooper. Isaiah Thomas is like every sense of the word a hooper, man. 100%.
He literally is embodying Mamba mentality, like for real. That's insane.
You repping the little mans, man.
Crazy, man. Damian Lillard is officially out for the rest of the season.
I didn't see that, really. Wow. But that makes sense.
He's had a rough go this year, man.
Yeah, he should. I think they made the right choice doing that.
Chris Paul could make his return tonight versus the Timberwolves.
That's a surprise.
Wow, really?
What I heard, he was meant to be out for like 6 to 8 weeks.
What was his injury?
His thumb.
His thumb avulsion fracture, I think it was called.
And was that something that occurred last season too? Is this a reoccurring injury or is this new?
No, last season it was something to do with a ligament.
His shoulder.
Ligament in the shoulder, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Ben Simmons has a herniated disc.
Oh.
That's so tough, man. I had back problems before, man, and it's tough.
Have you ever had a herniated disc though?
I had a L2. My L2, L5 was like displaced. I didn't need to my brother had it as well. He took the surgery route. I never took the surgery route. And sometimes if you get hit in your hip or it displaces it and you feel it for a good week or two. So herniated disc, it's like that might be like a bulge. What it is like the treatment, and it's basically your core. You get your core intact and all that stuff. And it just happens out of this is what I'm saying. I don't know what Ben was doing while he was out, because stuff like that happened when you're just relaxing, and then you try to go full, and then when you go full ramp, and then your back is like, that's how it happens. Like that's why I never, when I used to play full season in the summertime, I could never take like a week or two off because I know it would cramp up my back. So I always try to stay in active motion because that's nothing to play with. Nothing.
Toussaint, Shaq wants to know who won that trade, by the way. Brooklyn Sixers.
The surface, I said Philly, but I think going forward, Brooklyn won because I think Ben Simmons fits a little bit better with that team as far as facilitating the ball, and they got so many more role players. I think them picking up Seth Curry is going to go a long way with them spacing the floor and everything. So I think Brooklyn won.
KD on the MVP this season. Let's see what's going on. This is from Sideline Sources. Greg Popovich speaks up. Okay, that's not it. Boom. Thank you for the link, Ron. Kevin Durant on who the MVP is this season. Joel Embiid, DeMar DeRozan, Ja Morant for me. Those are my top three, and I'll probably go Joel Jokic. You can throw Jokic in there, but I'll probably go Joel.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, it's not bad.
I got Giannis, but KD has his views.
Speaking of Giannis, let's talk about fourth quarter scoring leaders. Minimum 30 games played. Giannis, points per game, 8.7, shooting 55.4% from the field. Then it goes DeMar DeRozan at 8.3, LeBron at 7.9, Jayson Tatum 7.2, Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, Ja Morant, Trae Young, Embiid, and Luka Doncic.
Is this LeBron when he's down by 30 and scoring buckets?
Has to be. That's the only way it's possible.
Well, he just threw that in there, man.
He's down by 30 and just
that's empty. That's empty
dunks.
stats. Yeah, that's
Wait.
empty stats.
Wait, who was number one?
Giannis, 8.7.
Number two?
DeMar, 8.3.
3.
LeBron, 7.9.
Okay.
I would like to see the final 2 minute splits on that.
I mean, I know LeBron in clutch games this season is shooting below 40% from the field, but that's neither here nor there.
Yo,
He shot below 40 from the clutch.
Yep, 30. His team's record's 13 and 14. He's averaging like 2 points on below 40% from the field.
Thank you for sending that, Izzy.
So he has to be scoring when they're down 30 to get 7.9.
Empty stats. I'm telling you. I told you.
I love that.
Let's get into some. Go ahead, Marz.
8 of his 30 points are empty stats. That means he's tied with Kobe if you're looking at it.
Let's get into some Q&A, starting with, who do I want to start? I want to start this with you, Del. Is Kyrie a better scorer than James Harden?
Come on, Del. Don't disrespect my mans like that, bro.
I don't know which one is your man's.
Kyrie, man. Don't do that.
Is Kyrie a better scorer than James? That's tough,
It's a
bro.
real tough one.
That's very tough. And okay, this might sound weird. I think Kyrie's a better offensive player than James.
That doesn't sound
You see?
weird.
Oh, you get what? Like, but score like James.
What are you considering?
He's getting all facets of the offensive
other
side of
than,
the
Like
basketball.
creating for others and everything like that.
No, like him. Whenever I do the
Do you mean
scoring, I
like
just
free
think
level
of them-
scorer?
in the
Do you mean like
bucket.
as a free
of
level
them getting
scorer?
the bucket, and I
Bag.
just feel I'm gonna go Kyrie. I'm gonna go Kyrie's a better scorer. I'm gonna go Kyrie. I'm gonna go Kyrie. But when I say offensive play, it's like, damn, they stop Kyrie from the 3. All right, I go mid range. Damn, they stop Kyrie from the I go to post work. Damn, you know what I'm saying? With James is to the basket, free throw line 3. He does it at a high clip, but that's why I say Kyrie's a better offensive player. Like, but so I'm gonna go Kai.
Toussaint, it sounds like you're riding the Kyrie train, so I'm curious why. What is your reasoning behind it?
It's just like Bell said, Kyrie has no weakness offensively. 0. You stop the 3, he's gonna hit you from mid-range. You stop in mid-range, he's gonna go past you. He's gonna get to the cup. He hit you in the post. I think Kyrie, personally, call me crazy. I think Kyrie's the best offensive player in the NBA.
But I mean, you could say the same thing about James, though. You stop the 3, he going to the basket.
And that's it. And then free throw line.
Bro, when we watch
James not on the block,
James,
right?
bro,
And that's what I'm saying. I was about to say, James not in the post.
Oh, are we bringing that back? The Kyrie in the post take?
No, it's not even
no.
the post.
So that
James don't go there.
Shaq was getting crazy with me in the comments.
When
Shaq is
James
going
would come off the
crazy.
pick and roll, bro, it's like the mid range was always there, and it's
And
like
he
would
never
just
took it
refuse
when we
to
was
take
at the
it.
game, right? Yeah.
And it's like that every single time, bro. Like he just refuses to take it. I don't know why. He's just used to shooting.
So if we're
threes and getting
saying
to the rack.
if we're saying a better offensive player or a better scorer is whoever can score from like
So-
the most levels, does that mean
Yeah.
Kyrie? You're taking him over guys like MJ.
I was
who couldn't shoot?
gonna read his comment in Shaq. So is Kyrie better scorer than Michael Jordan?
Jay, wait, what the hell
Someone
was
said that. Someone said
no,
that.
he was talking like Shaq.
So is Kyrie a better scorer than
oh.
Michael Jordan? Is that what you're saying, Del?
But Mike is a 3-level scorer though. Kyrie's a better 3-point shooter. Mike
but
got
Mike wasn't
mid-range,
doing
Mike
it
got
from
post
three.
up, Mike going to the basket. And Mike wasn't shooting the 3 because at the time they weren't shooting the 3 like that. But Mike has game where he shoots 6 threes. He made 6 threes in the finals. Mike, you know what I'm saying? Mike was mid-range king, post work king, going to the basket. Like that's I'm taking Mike.
So
and
isn't
Mike
that-
Hunk-
So
Mike
isn't
also
that
6'6".
bag versus ability? Like
Mike
we always
Hunger-
slip back into that.
Mike hunger is also a scorer's hunger. I don't even think James has the hunger mentality of a scorer. More so, I think he has the facility. Like on Houston, he had to score, but James loved like facilitating, bro. Like he loves the ball in his hand, creating. That's why I think like he hasn't got back in that Houston bag because he don't want to.
Yeah,
like
I was about to say, I think
I am about to throw this
He
mic.
just don't want to.
I agree. I think that's how his career is evolved now. He don't want to get back into that Houston mode.
Yeah, he did say he didn't enjoy playing like that.
All right, let's
be fair.
Wait,
go ahead.
Damage control.
Euro, I have a question though, because you said something earlier. You asked, is it the difference between a bag and ability? Don't you think that's intertwined into one?
Yeah, because it's quote unquote all under the offensive umbrella, but but scoring ability and how deep your bag is different because the scoring ability is 100% focused on what you can do.
Putting the ball in the basket, in my opinion, is
exactly. So let's say you only have dunks, right?
Right.
That is, you know what I mean? That is like, and how efficient are you? That is your scoring ability with that. But if you have, but your bag can be dunks, mid-range, like the 3-level stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Scoring
Okay.
ability is the destination. Your bag is how you arrive at that destination.
All right. I got you. All right, I understand.
And do you have more routes to get to that destination? That's how I look at it.
So wait, the scoring ability, like when we talk about Kyrie, so you're talking about like just who does it better? If we're
to me,
Harden
scoring
and Kyrie,
ability
right?
is just volume and efficiency. That's your ability.
Volume and efficiency.
And then if you want to say versatility or bag, that to me that's a different category.
Yes. I don't know. For me, scoring ability is like, how do I explain this? Like Kyrie, for instance, if I got to weight it in for James Harden and Kyrie, James Harden, I'm gonna say he's a better 3-point shooter. Kyrie's a better mid-range shooter. Kyrie's a better finisher for me. So it's like
you
Kyrie,
stack those up, and that means the bag. That's a bag comparison right there. Like you're comparing bags.
Okay, but isn't it one and the same? It sounds just the same.
You're just calling versatility scoring ability. I'm just calling scoring ability how much you score, really.
How well, like your efficiency too.
Yeah, score volume plus efficiency is ability to me.
Kyrie
and then
has
versatility is different.
Kyrie
you can be your scoring ability. Your scoring ability can be through the roof. But if you only, like I said, if you only score out of the post in one particular way, that doesn't mean you're better. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like you have a deeper bag. You can be a better scorer than somebody though. That's what we're talking about with KD. Like and the mid range, debate. Does KD really have a deep bag when it comes to the mid range? Does he have to? Because he's 7 foot. It don't matter. 1-2 dribble, jump shot.
I'll say Shaq was a great scorer, but in terms of a bag, he had a drop step. He had a little hook over one shoulder. Really, there wasn't much going on in terms of versatility. But we all know how great of a scorer he was.
Well, I don't really rank the big men paired up with the perimeter players. I just think it's just different. You can't
even compared to bigs like Hakeem. Hakeem had a deeper bag. I'll say
I think Hakeem was a better scorer.
Yeah, because you're going back to versatility, surely.
Yeah, because
that's why we disagree.
I don't know.
Let's stay on the topic of scoring with should LeBron James be considered a better scorer than MJ? Marz, I feel like you have a lot of opinions on this.
Oh, no.
No. Well, I mean, if you want to go off longevity, I mean, you could say sure, but if we're talking about peak scoring, MJ is easily the best scorer ever. So there's no world where I can see where you'd say LeBron is a better scorer than MJ.
You see, this is what gets me mad with people and all of this stuff because Shaq, namely, Shaq is going to say Bron is a better scorer than Mike. He's number 2 now. Mike is number 3. He passed Mike. He passed Kobe. KD will never reach top 5. He will say all these things. And then I will say, if I tell you to name your top 5 scorers, you wouldn't put Karl Malone in there. And he's been number 2 for the last 20 years. So why are you going to numbers when it's suitable for LeBron James for many people, but not when Karl Malone been top 5? I've been on this show. I've been in basketball talks. I've never heard one person ever come to me and say Karl Malone is a top 5 scorer ever.
Right.
Not one. You know what I'm saying? Not one. But for LeBron James, people are going to sit here and say, well, how is he not a top 5 scorer if he has the most points?
Same for Kareem.
Yeah, no one says Kareem's the greatest scorer.
But I've heard some people say Kareem. That's why I didn't bring Kareem. So
can we put things into context real quick though? Because I hear a lot of people talk about Bron and MJ, right? y'all do realize Michael Jordan only played 13 seasons, right? And he got to third all time at the time he was playing.
Yeah.
He
So
played
it's
15.
like if 15. I'm sorry. He played 15 seasons. Yeah. So if he didn't retire twice, where would he be on this list?
Well, he'd be
Just-
higher. He
That's what I'm
averaged
saying.
30 for his career, so he'd be a lot higher. But
That's what I'm saying though. And we're quick to say, oh, LeBron versus MJ. LeBron past MJ. He's a better scorer now. If MJ played 20 plus years, I don't think anybody would get close to Michael Jordan's scoring numbers.
Not even that. If MJ didn't retire in 98 and just played all the way through to 2003,
2003, yeah.
how I mean he scored 20 points per game at the age of 40.
He just would have been on
After-
Has-Been
after
Island
not
for a
being
longer
in-
time.
Nah,
Exactly.
you're not gonna
Nah, I
tell
don't
me
even
that from
think so.
1998 and then fast forward to 99, he's gonna be a has-been. He's not.
he wouldn't be
not.
winning.
2000.
The Bulls
wouldn't
might
be
have went
winning.
back to the finals that year.
They were
They
getting rid of
back.
Phil and Scotty, regardless. So I doubt they were going back to the finals.
I'm just saying that if
You never
MJ was
know.
still in the league, maybe he might not have been winning. You may be right with that, but with that whole scoring chart, him moving up on that scoring chart, he would have been higher.
Yeah.
He
So
would have been.
that's what I mean. Like it's hard to have that debate, like just because LeBron is now number 2, he's gonna finish playing at least 22 seasons, bro. He's gonna win. It's just it sounds crazy. And once again, I don't want to undermine it, but I expect this from him now. He's been great for so long. It's like anything he does, it's like
He hasn't been hurt.
and
he
he
hasn't
hasn't been
been
hurt.
hurt.
He's had the good fortune of great health,
It's crazy,
All right,
bro.
he
It's
also invests in that
unbelievable.
Yeah, but
better
he,
than anybody else.
he does
Yeah,
invest
I
in that,
agree.
but
He
it's
takes
but it's still
sports
remarkable,
medicine to
bro.
another level.
But
Yeah,
it's still
and I
remarkable,
think
though.
Bron has been fortunate enough to come up in this era because this evolution of sports medicine. LeBron has been the biggest beneficiary of it. He's been able to use his resources to keep his body intact, so that way he could perform at this level for so long.
I saw something a couple days ago about kind of along the same lines of this, of we're seeing the greatest prime in sports history with LeBron James, Tom Brady, Messi, and Ronaldo.
I agree.
And I think that's like, it's a longevity thing with all of them. They've been in their primes for such a long time. They've been so great at the top of their sport for several years.
2 decades, right?
But they all
Close enough.
they
for
all do
Messi and Ronaldo.
similar things when it comes to taking care of their body.
I just find it crazy how LeBron, how athletic he is, and how much like he uses athleticism. He's never had a crazy injury. Like regardless of how well he takes care of his body, it's still crazy to me how you're such an athletic player and nothing crazy has happened to you. It's wild to me.
Yeah, because last year was the most amount of
No.
time he missed in the season, right?
I've seen
Yeah.
plenty of players that haven't, been befallen by bad luck.
Karl Malone was one of those guys. He
Karl
barely-
Malone.
Yeah, I've seen plenty of players on every level that have played long careers and never really had anything outside of a knick-knack injury.
Yeah, but I'm saying relying on their athleticism the way that LeBron does. Like, LeBron, like you see how he plays, bro. The dude's jumping out the gym over
Yeah,
here.
but his
jumping-
body is
it's
built for it.
crazy. Yeah,
His
it's,
body's
that's
built
why I
for
say
it.
it's crazy to me. Like,
But
it's
that's
just
why I'm not
crazy.
jumping off the Zion train like that. Like, oh, he's done. Like he's the next Greg Oden. Like we don't know. We've never seen a body like this doing what he's doing.
Mhm.
Never. We
And-
just have to wait to see. Here's the thing: like if it's his feet, and Marz, you and I went back and forth on this a little bit. Isn't like the weight and like the jumping and everything like that you usually associate that with knees or back or like hips or something like that, but it's his feet. What if he just has bad feet? There's plenty of athletes who had to shut it down completely because of just bad feet, and it wasn't due to weight or anything like that. So I think it's kind of crazy for people to just jump to that conclusion because it's an easy cop out.
So you tell me his feet is the reason why he walks like a penguin?
Yo.
I think there are guys that weigh less than Zion that waddle like a penguin.
Marz, Roddy Ice wants to know Ronaldo or Messi.
Messi.
All right, let's talk about Jamal Crawford. Again, is Jamal Crawford the best sixth man of all time?
Not for me.
Of course not,
Who's
Marz.
better?
Why?
Manu.
I got Manu, best six man of all time.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
But I have him in the conversation. I mean, I'm not going to say guys like John Havlicek and guys like that, but You got Lou Will, Jamal Crawford. They're like the next two down below Manu, but for me, Manu's number one.
Is Maul 3 on your list?
Because he got rings.
You know,
Well,
I'm
I
not
mean,
mad at that
as a
pick,
player, I have to take Manu over Jamal anyway. But in terms of I think his impact on great teams is also.
Why? Like, what do you think Manu does better than JC?
I think he's a better passer, playmaking in general. I think JC is a better scorer, like in terms of all three levels. But I think I can't say Manu's a better shooter. That would be wild to say. I think Manu is a better defender than Jamal. But I think just overall his impact on the game, for me, Manu was higher than Jamal. But I have Jamal too, but behind him.
Hell, how are you
Not
doing
bad.
over there?
No, I'm good. I actually went to because you kept saying Shaq is going crazy, so I actually just went to the YouTube to just see what Shaq is saying, and I'm just losing my mind. So, but I'm not.
What
gonna
is Shaq
speak on it.
saying? What does Shaq say?
He
He's
is
just
spamming
going-
for sure.
He's going nuts. So it's Shaq is player's choice, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
He just requested someone get off something.
Yeah. So that's why I was just.
Where's Ace 30? We need to
that's-
mod Shaq.
That's become his go-to word this last couple weeks. That is so funny. All right. If no one else has any more comments on Maul, we can talk about the Warriors. Can they be a threat without Steph Curry?
No.
Oh.
We're terrible.
course.
We just lost to Orlando. Like,
Yeah,
it's-
y'all pissed me off last night, bro. I was on Gridiron and y'all blew my ticket, and I was very upset. Like very
if
upset.
you
bro.
I don't know why you put a bet on us. We're terrible.
I thought it was Orlando, bro. I
Yeah.
put the
We're
under
basically
and
Orlando without Steph.
I listen. Y'all had
That's
Klay
not
Thompson
true,
and
but
Draymond.
Yeah, but
Thompson,
I'm heartbroken
Draymond,
right now.
You had Jordan Poole. I was like, you know what? Orlando's trash. I knew it was gonna be under. I knew y'all wasn't gonna score like that. And it's like all you had to do was win the game for me, man. That got me so tight last night, bro.
I was depressed watching that game.
Klay Thompson. You guys worried about Klay Thompson? About in the playoffs? How you guys feel about that?
He's just
I'm-
missing his shots, bro.
I'm not worried because
about
I've
Clay
seen.
at all, bro.
I don't think you forget how to shoot the ball. So
Yeah,
I think
yeah, he
like,
just
it's a-
misses.
I
It's a
just
rhythm
I'm,
thing.
yeah, I'm just
Mhm.
worried about the fact that we haven't seen all our guys together yet. So that's why I think that's the concern. But not is Clay gonna be Clay or whatever. I just need him to be able to shoot the ball and play solid defense. That's all I really need from him.
But isn't that Clay?
Yeah, but I don't know anyone who was a great shooter and then forgot how to shoot. Like if you can find a player who was a great shooter who became a
Forgot.
bad shooter, then I'll be a bit more concerned. But I just haven't seen it.
Nah, that's true. I'm just asking.
All right, let's talk about the hottest team in the NBA, the Boston Celtics. Ever since Jaylen Brown tweeted, the energy is about to shift. The Celtics have been on an absolute tear. They have an outstanding record of 18-3. They're on a 4-game win streak, 9-1 in their last 10. How do we feel their roster stacks up against the rest of the league?
They're
I
probably the
tried to
most
tell you guys.
they're probably the most dangerous team in the East right now because the way that they're playing, the way that they're clicking, it's like that's a team that I don't think anybody in the East wants to face right now, especially with what a tear they've been on. And due to that comment that Jaylen Brown said, they probably like I don't know, they probably like had not a meeting, but they probably like there was a moment that all them guys had together and it was like, yo, we about to kick into another gear, and they're showing that. So they're one of the scariest teams to face in the playoffs. I know I don't want to face them in the playoffs.
I feel like we have this conversation every year with the Celtics.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's like the same song and dance, man. We've been saying this literally since 2018.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. I do. I think they're the most dangerous team, but it's just a wait and see approach I'm taking with them. You know, I have to at this point.
I think they can make the conference finals, but I think they don't
Yeah.
get any further than that.
Yeah, I agree with that.
But they've been there before, right?
yeah.
Yeah, they got
It's nothing new in terms of like their ceiling, but I do think go like halfway through the season, I think people were saying there'll be a play-in team. So the fact that now I'm comfortable enough to say that maybe they could go to the conference finals, I think that's a good jump for them this season. But overall, in totality, I don't think they're happy with just making the conference finals.
I hope Ime Udoka gets more credit and more shine in the Coach of the Year voting too, because he unlocked something in Jayson Tatum for real. It's unbelievable.
What do you think he unlocked in Tatum?
I don't know. It's he just looks. Well, maybe not unlocked. Maybe I used the wrong word. I think Tatum's always had it. It just looks so free flowing now. It's
I think nothing changed in Tatum's game or Brown game. And Tatum said earlier that he's not changing nothing. And
Right.
I just think it's like me and Yuri was saying, it's 82 games, man. Like it's 82 games. Them games is long. I remember we was damn, the Celtics was winning games and then losing in the end in the beginning of the year. They've been playing defense whole different type of level. And I think the coach still gives them that freedom. And Tatum numbers are his numbers. Like I just think he's in that rhythm. He's in the better groove. And I think he's just relishing on that. But I don't think nothing been on lock, which is scary because he's still that young. But nothing clicked in his head yet that I could say that he figured it out yet, because he's going to go in the slump again.
You don't think that comment that Jaylen Brown made on Twitter, talking about the energy, there's a shift and like we're just coming together? Because here's the thing. The second that I read that, I was like, I'm thinking about the interview that Jayson Tatum did with JJ Redick and how he was like, yeah, you know, in previous seasons, like I was hard-headed, like I was just my way and like I'm not giving nothing up, like basically competing with his teammates. And so I think for him to admit that publicly, I think if I was his teammate and I was like one of those guys that was like, yo, JT, what are you doing? We could really, really be doing something over here. And you just, you know, have the tunnel vision on. For him to like kind of moonwalk it back and be like, Doug, this wasn't the way. And then now Jaylen Brown, again, you know, talking about the energy is shifting. And I just kind of think that is just one thing as like the team coming together. So I'm happy to see that. I'm happy to hear that, but we still have to see it though, how it translates, because now it's still the regular season. Like you said, they're winning some games, but they haven't been through the fire like they've been. And they haven't made it.
What you mean, going to the finals? They've been tested. They're battle tested. They went to 2 game sevens.
They're for sure battle tested.
They're battle tested.
Well, what I'm saying is like, do you think, I just think in terms of battle tested, to me means the team coming together and win, lose, or draw, that's a team. Whenever at the highest level of competition in the playoffs, like conference finals or whatever, they didn't get it done. And I felt like they wasn't a team, and Jayson Tatum confirmed that. And
I don't know, bro, because
he confirmed that.
And
what do you mean? What do you know?
No, because in the bubble, bro, it was like in the bubble watching that series against Miami and the Celtics, like it was down to the wire, bro. Like that's something that could have went either way. Like,
and you don't think if they had better chemistry, they would have made that? They would have gotten over the hump?
I mean, maybe, but how much? I mean,
that's what they're saying. That's what Jayson Tatum is saying.
Yeah, I was gonna say Jayson Tatum said that out of his mouth.
That's what his teammates are saying.
Maybe, I don't know, bro. But I mean, I don't know. But that series right there, maybe they could have beat us if better chemistry. But I don't know. The way they was playing, I was like, the Celtics was playing great that year. That year.
All I'm saying is, like, to me, it seems like they are understanding each other better now, and they're willing to sacrifice whatever it takes to get the job done. And so now they just need to show it.
The only thing with you saying that is, I'm watching the Celtics and offenses, nothing has changed, but they're making more shots and locking up on defense. I get what you're saying, but JT's shots didn't go down since he said what he said. Jaylen Brown's shots, I don't know, did it go down? Because I knew he was hurt.
But you know, you
just coming back.
But you know, you can get better shots, even though you don't like take less or more. Like you can just
what I'm saying when I say shots didn't go. When I say shots didn't go down, is I'm saying like his game literally is the same. He's playing the exact same way.
You don't think he's become a bit of a better playmaker?
This is what I see different. I'm going there with Marcus Smart. Marcus Smart has been playing better than he's been scoring more. He's been facilitating more. He's been still guarding up like and your man Robert Williams. But in terms of the two juggernauts, they've been themselves, and then they've been clamping on and then they've been clamping on defense.
Del, I'm glad you brought that up because I was going to ask how we feel about the Celtics role players and are they deep enough to compete deep into the playoffs?
Well, everyone we just named was starters. So I love that they got Daniel Tice back, though. I think that could help them. That could spell some minutes for both of the bigs. I love that they got him back. But other than that, like off the bench, who is it? Like Grant Williams,
Derek White. Jay Richardson still hurt?
Oh, I like Derek White. Josh Richardson got
Jason
traded.
Richardson's the Spurs.
Oh, he got traded.
He got traded, yeah, for Derek White. I like Derek White there.
And then they got
But-
guys like Peyton Pritchard and stuff.
that's in and out the lineup. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But they're gonna cut it down to 8, 9 in the playoffs, and then we'll see. Like many teams with their bench, the only team that if they make it to the playoffs, I think they'll have a more ready bench. Is the Brooklyn Nets, only because everybody been out and them dudes just been getting more time than any normal bench because the roster fluctuated so much this whole year.
Tucson, I want to know your thoughts about first-year coach Ime Udoka.
I like him, to be honest with you. I think, like Del mentioned earlier, when they was losing games, I think it's just growing pains. And I think now the team is gelled and he's kind of found his niche. So even if they get bounced out, first, second round this year, I think going forward, he's the guy to kind of, I think he's gelled well enough with the core of Tatum and Brown. And then he's gotten the role players to produce a little bit more. So I think going forward, I think he's their guy, to be honest with you. I like him a lot.
All right, last question about the Celtics. What's the most important thing Boston needs to go their way for them to make a championship run? Let's start with you, Marz.
Really, I think they need Milwaukee to get knocked out early. Because if they run into Milwaukee, they're going home. But that's the only big obstacle in their way, in my opinion.
Dub?
Bro, they liable to be anybody besides Brooklyn. To be honest. If Kyrie's playing full time, bro, listen. If
That's
Kyrie's
not
playing
happening.
full time, I know it's not happening. But if he's playing full time, bro, it's crazy. But I'm saying they're liable to beat anybody. Anybody in the league. They could go to Game 7 with anybody in the league.
All right, I'm going to read a message from one of our viewers, and then we'll get into some viewer-submitted questions. He DM'd me, and he said, I just want to say thank you to you all. Thank you to all you guys. These past few days have been filled with depression in Marvin's room because I found out my girl cheating on me. But last night, I got cheered up for PC Gridiron today, another episode of Player's Choice. You guys are real MVPs. You don't deserve that, King. You wear that crown on your head. You keep that head high, brother. You'll find somebody who deserves your energy, your attention. Keep
Don't
it
let
moving,
that slow
man.
you down, King.
Don't let
Yes,
that slow
sir.
you down. Well
That-
said.
That's crazy. I was singing Marvin's Room on Gridiron last night, and I was singing Practice, which is crazy. Appreciate you for stopping by, bro. Keep your head up, bro. It happens to the best of us.
You didn't even
and-
know that you were singing it for him, bro.
I guess I was, bro. I guess I was. It's crazy how the world works. But yeah, bro, it happens to the best of us, man. So just gotta keep it moving.
Viewer submitted questions. Let's start with Mr. Hale 600 from Discord. Who is better, Steve Francis or malnutrition? Who is he talking about?
Steve Francis or who?
Malnutrition.
That's messed up. I don't like that. I don't like that question, man. That's messed up.
Who is he talking about?
Who's malnutrition?
I don't know.
I think it's because Steve Francis is not doing well right now. Steve Francis like
Man.
kind
Oh,
of.
I know he's
bullshit outta
sick,
here,
but
man.
yeah, but we ain't doing that. That's
I had no idea what he was referring to. So
Yeah, I think
yeah.
Steve Francis he's not doing well. Like, yeah, I think he's like on drugs or something like that.
Yeah, he's
Man,
been
you
on
know
drugs.
what, man, bro? Like, you can get blocked for some shit like this, bro. Don't come up with no dumb shit like this to us, bro. Next.
this is from the Discord. Demanticus. Sorry if I butchered your name, brother. Is Kevin Durant overrated in the all-time list?
I think
It depends
I
on where you
think-
put him.
I think I think he's underrated, but
Dell, we're not getting into your all-time list. You
Nah,
think
I think he.
Wow.
I'm with Dell. I think
No,
I think he's underrated.
he's top 5. I'm talking about my list. I'm talking about the general pop list. I think he's
Yeah.
No.
underrated.
Where
Yeah,
do you think? Where do you think he's rated in the general pop list?
Some top 10, some 12 to 13.
Yeah,
14?
Yeah, that's not bad.
I think he's consensus top 15.
He's consensus top 15, and I think he should
That's
be
good.
consensus top 8
Yeah, me too. I'm top 8. Top 8. Yeah, I'm with you.
Why?
because I do. I don't know. Why not?
Why consensus top 8 based off?
Well,
of
you
what?
can't ask me. Like I have him
That's
top
true.
3 or 4, so you can ask somebody else. And I
As a
would try to-
talent, I guess you can't really say you can
Talent for
easily
sure.
named as 10 guys better than KD. I mean, I have him 11, but
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like with these lists nowadays, like I always go off talent and ability. I don't like a lot. It's hard for me to factor in like accolades because it's a team sport. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm not gonna put you in my top 10 just because your team won 6 championships. You know, I just look at it as a one-on-one type thing. You know, I think you're better than this guy. So
Yeah,
I just
KD got the short end of the stick because when he went to the finals with Westbrook that one year in Harden, it was either he got hurt, Ibaka, or Russell would get hurt. That happened 3 years in a row. Then when they was healthy again, they made it. They was up 3-1 against the Warriors. So KD got the short end of the stick, but it's like, come on, bro. Like he won with the Warriors. Like 10 to 15 is a good spot for him because we still have to see him win without the Warriors, honestly. If he wins without the Warriors, then yeah, I could see that little 8 consensus, but he hasn't won without the Warriors, bro.
His
I would
game
agree
would, if he win
That's
without the
it.
Warriors, his basketball game doesn't change.
yeah, that's what
It
I'm
doesn't
saying.
change at all. It doesn't
to
change.
Be real with you, and to be real with you, I would agree with that point if he didn't win Finals MVP. If he wasn't winning Finals MVP and putting 40 on Braun's head, you know,
Oh, he did his
I
thing for
understand.
sure. You never knock him for that. He did his thing, and that catapulted him up to this level. But we still we got to see him doing without him, bro. Honestly,
But
to put him in the top
But
10.
didn't we
in the top
just say it
10?
was a team sport?
that's what I'm
It is.
saying. That's
So why
a
you
team
putting all
sport,
that on
though.
him?
But if we're just going one-on-one, it's
One on
hard
one,
to name
KD for
14
sure.
other players better than Kevin Durant.
I just would like to see you do it with a different team. That's all. The reason why LeBron got held to this higher standard is because he won with Cleveland and then he won with the Lakers.
LeBron was top 5 before he got the championships.
I was about to say,
with
Braun
the
was top
Lakers.
5 in his first stint with
I'm
Cleveland.
talking about in
Yeah.
this whole little GOAT talk and everything. how
Braun
he-
was labeled top 5
No,
before
if
he won
so
with
you telling
Cleveland.
me if LeBron never won a ring and he
With
only won his
Cleveland?
rings if he only
would
won his
still be
rings with
top
Miami.
5.
He would still
He
be
would-
top 5. Just Miami rings, he would
Easily.
still be top 5 easily right
Easily.
now.
Easily. He would still be top 5.
Easily.
I don't think so. I don't think
I
so.
think he'll be top 5.
LeBron
I think
has
the
so.
Cleveland
I
ring
think
got him in
LeBron
the-
has
Right
so
now,
many.
Braun's in greatest of all time talk
I
because
think-
of championships.
I think
He would easily
LeBron.
be top
I
5.
think LeBron, with as much haters as he has, people would try to find a way to negate him. And if he never won a ring with anybody else besides Miami,
But
Yeah,
this is- okay,
but the
hold on,
people that
hold
are
on.
here, the
Exact-
ones
Thank you, Euro. Go ahead. I'm about to say, go ahead,
The-
Euro. You got it.
we talked about this. When was this? I forget, but we were talking about like, is LeBron like appropriately ranked? And I was like, dog, I think so, because as much hate as he gets just as much love. Like the stands, like the bronze sexuals, they go so hard for that dude, pause, that it balances out. And so I feel like that balance, whatever, like wherever
But
they
a
come
lot of
together,
that love
that is
came
the
Listen,
appropriate.
a lot of that love. Hold on. A lot of that love came from the fact that he came back from 3-1 and did something that we
Yeah.
never seen from
That-
that stock that LeBron had. Just
But the-
everybody was like, "Yo,
he
I
didn't
love
convince.
LeBron."
No, he may have with that. He may have convinced other people that aren't
They
bronze
convinced
sexuals that
a
he's
lot.
not. No, okay,
No,
let's
he
con-
convinced a lot of people and convinced him to Bron.
Yo,
Did he?
Everybody hated the Golden State Warriors.
Braun,
And
he
they had a whole song saying "fuck
Right.
Steph Curry" and all that. They
Yeah.
hated the Golden State Warriors, bro.
Now, let me ask you a question. Braun, that for sure helped Braun. That's not what I'm saying. When you say Braun haters, right? It's only really one media personnel that hates LeBron James. That's Skip Bayless.
Bayless.
And that's when you say Braun haters, you're talking about like us as fans that has no say at all into anything that's being written about LeBron James. Who in the media you could sit there and say, other than Skip, that's right in the top 10 list, that's doing all these stuff? Who can you say hates LeBron other than Skip?
So we're talking now. Now you're switching it from
I'm
general
not
basis
switching.
to now a
I'm not
media
switching
thing.
it. You
That's
said
what you're
Braun
doing.
haters. You said
There's a
Braun
lot of
ha-
Bron haters out there. Now
I'm
you're switching it
explaining
to
to you.
just a
No,
general
no,
basis,
no. The
and now you're
reason it's
switching
being
it to the media.
because when you say top 5, we always said Braun was rated in the top 5 everywhere.
Mhm.
Everywhere is what we see. ESPN, Fox Sports. That's what I'm talking about. Our words doesn't negate what them people are writing or saying ever.
I
So
think
you can-
I truly believe, and honestly, we don't know who's right or wrong because this never happened. But I truly believe if Miami just won 2 rings in Miami, I think a lot of people would not put him in their top 5.
He was already. That's
because-
what we're
No, but
telling you.
hold
Just
on,
because
hold
I
on,
just
hold
think
on. You know why? I think they still would, because LeBron would still be breaking these records. He would still be second all time on the all-time scoring list. So how can you not put somebody like that in the top 5?
I believe the narrative. I believe the narrative would be, oh, you shown us that you could do it with D Wade and Chris Bosh, but then whenever you never had those guys, you never did anything with it. That
So
could be
Dub, rank him then. If he like without
this isn't me. This
Cleveland-
isn't me. I'm not.
I'm just asking you. I'm just asking you though. Like, where would you rank him personally if it wasn't for the Cleveland Cavaliers championship?
Him coming back 3-1.
Yes. Like how many, however, wherever he is now, let's say he's top 3, right? Let's say he's third, whatever. How many slots is he falling if it wasn't for the 3-1 comeback?
I'm telling you, like for me, I don't even think that there could be a discussion for him being the GOAT at all.
But
I mean, if we say
that's not the criteria.
I didn't say GOAT. I said he's
Right,
third.
top 5.
He
We
would be
said
top 10.
5.
He would probably be top 10, still top 5. I thought,
That's what we're saying. That's what we said.
yeah.
He's still top 5.
But this is for me. But this is
literally
Euro, you're not understanding. This isn't my opinion. This is the opinion that I believe that the masses would have.
I'm asking you your opinion.
My opinion, he probably still would be top 5, but that's not the argument that I'm making. The argument
You
which I'm
saying
making
the public
masses.
wouldn't have him top 5 if it wasn't for that?
And the public would try their best to discredit LeBron. That's
Of course
what
they're
I'm
going to
saying.
try, but that's not what
He was- bro,
what
he
it
was-
is.
He was top 5 before he got back to Cleveland, bro. I'm telling
In
you, he
my
was
eyes,
top
in
5.
my eyes, Braun was top 5 in 07 when he dropped 48 on Detroit, bro. That's when he solidified top 5, bro.
All right,
Like-
let's move on. We're gonna get into players' court. Sorry, I didn't know that. I was gonna try and get to more questions, but that was a good discussion, so we let that one go on. Players' court, Toussaint. You know what players' court is?
Don't.
Players' court, you have 24 seconds. Each panelist has 24 seconds, and it goes each round. You try and knock a panelist off each round. You have 24 seconds to explain and sway the audience as to why your pick for that topic is better than everyone else's. The chat gets to vote at the end of each round of who's getting voted out, and you just try and win players' court. There's a panic button that you can use at any time in any round, but you only get to use it once. You get an extra 15 seconds. First person to start each topic always gets 10 seconds to think, and then after their 10 seconds, they get their 24. And since everyone following that already had more than enough time, they're on the clock. Any questions? And I'm not gonna lie, I've never ran a poll on YouTube. So I don't even know how to do that. We're gonna have to run with people just
Man,
typing
Twitch
in
lives
names.
matters, man.
Twitch is or Twitch, sorry. YouTube's whatchamacallit is very, their interface is very interesting.
How many likes do we have?
That's a good question. Yeah, I'm not even gonna mess with this. I don't know. How many likes do we have? YouTube, let us know. All right, give us an order, chat. We have Marz, Dell, Dub, Euro, Toussaint up here. Give me an order. We have in the first rounds before the final round, we actually have nine different topics we can choose from today. A lot of different
Toussaint,
topics up here.
Are you French or something?
Nah,
that for
so
your
my name is actually my dad's middle name. So he just passed it along to me. Like where he's from in the Bronx, they used to call him Toussaint. His first name is Wade, so he was known as Toussaint. So he just passed it down as namesake thing.
That's fire. Nah, I love your name.
Appreciate that, man. Thank you.
It's just it's very unique, and I assumed it was kind of like a French thing.
Yo, Garp the fisted is correct. All right, if no one's gonna give me an order, I'm just gonna start writing down an order. Who's been winning? Do I have to make Marz go first?
Marz.
Why would I go
Marz won the
first?
last one.
Actually, you know what?
Yeah.
Toussaint, you give me an order.
All right.
Just open the chat. It's orders in the chat
There is?
on YouTube. I see. Why everybody want me to go first?
Oh, there's an order. Del, Marz, Dub, Euro, Toussaint.
And then Latrell said Del first.
Here, we'll go Del, Marz,
The minions.
Dub, Euro, Toussaint. Okay. All right, chat, give me numbers. 1 through 8. 1 through 8. Start spamming numbers in the chat. I like
Oh,
these
man.
questions too. I was reading a few of them before.
Who wrote it, Ron?
Yeah. Good questions in here. There's some non-basketball questions in here too, so this could be fire.
Oh, that's dope.
Only 2 non-basketball ones, I think. Oh my God, these are fire. Let's see. A lot of 7s. A lot of 7s, a lot of 5s. Let's go with 7. All right. Dell, starting with you. Topic number 7. Who has the best arena atmosphere in the NBA and why?
Hometown kid, man. I'm gonna go New York Knicks. You winning in the Garden, that energy that the Garden brings out, it's the best of the best. Everybody want to show up for MSG for that energy. You see what Ice Trae put on. You see what Reggie Miller used to put on. That's why when Steph Curry won the #1 3 title, how it was glorified in New York because of the Garden, man. The Garden just shines brighter. I'll go with that.
Perfect. 24 seconds. And I accidentally muted you because I didn't know how long you were going to talk. Marz.
I'm gonna go with the Golden State Warriors. I'm gonna be biased as well. I think every time we see Steph Curry erupt, you know the atmosphere in what was Oracle and now Chase. We see the crowd; they're going crazy. Coming off 5 straight finals, they were always up for every game, whether it was regular season or playoffs. And then when we had obviously the super team, every play it felt like the crowd was just going crazy, even though they're seeing talent everywhere.
And I forgot to bring this up, Toussaint, but you cannot repeat anything that came before
Okay.
you.
I got you.
All right,
Got you.
Dub.
I'm gonna go with Staples Centers, the Lakers. The atmosphere that they have, especially not watching Kobe Bryant's last game, was phenomenal, bro. A ton of celebrities go there. The fans go crazy. I know a lot of them get heat for coming at their players, but when they're successful, they really ride or die for you, bro. And you can tell that with Kobe Bryant, Magic Johnson, and Shaq. That atmosphere is just completely different.
Euro.
I'm gonna go with Philly for the simple fact that that fan base is probably one of the craziest, nastiest. They are willing to do anything, spit on players, throw hands, whatever they need to do. They are behind their team. They don't care. So I'm gonna have to go with Philly on that.
All right, Toussaint.
All right. I was gonna say the Knicks, but I'm actually gonna go Oklahoma City. I remember back in the day when Kevin Durant and Westbrook were making the playoffs consistently. I remember just the atmosphere, when they was going up against Kobe and then Dallas and all that. It was tough and it was so loud. They had so much energy. I feel like a lot of times they were like the 6th man on the court. So I think OKC.
Fire. Perfect 24 seconds. All right, chat. Who are you voting out? I need you to get names in the chat. Names in the chat.
I'll be right back.
Jack, how do I run polls, bro? I mean, we can't do it until there's 4 people, I think, but just so I know. By Marz, Dell, .. Marz,
Shaq
by
nasty, man.
Marz,
Shaq is so nasty.
Dell, Dub, Marz, Euro. I think it's Marz.
There's no way it's me.
It's looking heavy Marz. It's looking
Wow.
very heavy Marz.
Damn.
In Marz and Dub a lot, but you know how that is. I think you can. It's right there at the bottom. Oh, bottom of what, son? I just have the chat pulled up. All right.
Is there like a graphics icon? Like a table?
I don't know. I don't see one. Let me see really quick before we get to Del Dub Euro Toussaint. Did someone dip? Oh, Dub dip. So perfect. All right, let me see here. And then here. Let's see if there's a thing. Oh, here it is. Why doesn't it show up in the... Okay, whatever. Cool. Sweet. Found it.
Who got booted?
Marz is out, so we got Dell,
Marz got
Dub,
out. What?
Euro.
They hate to see winners, so they have to make me lose.
Don't I know it, Marz?
That's what happens when you win too much. They get bored.
Listen, man, I've been in the finals way too often.
It happens, man. I'm used to. Well, I'm not used to it, but I don't plan on getting used to it.
All right. Marz, 1 through 1 through 8, 7, or 1 through 9, 7's out.
5.
Mars, I actually think you got robbed, but
I
don't
did get
have a
robbed.
s-
I
don't have
totally
a
got
say.
robbed.
So
I don't have a
think
say.
he did.
He out.
Who got the worst
100%.
one?
I don't think there
don't
was
know.
any bad answers, but I know Golden
Yeah, it
State
wasn't
wasn't
a-
the worst one. I know
The
for a
reason
fact.
why I think is because they don't play there no more. They in San Francisco now, and
I
that's
said
like.
Chase as well. I said Chase the atmosphere.
But
great
Chase
as
is
well.
trash. Not like Oracle.
It's not Oracle
Jason
level. It's
out,
not
bro.
Oracle level. It's not Oracle level.
All
What
right.
he picked number 5? What's number
Yeah, I
5?
said
Number 5, Dell. What center do you think can play point guard for a full game and be successful? Jokic.
my God.
Jokic is banned.
Jokic is banned.
You got 10 seconds.
Today's game or all time?
Interpret the question how you want.
What center?
And your time starts now.
What center? I'm gonna go with Bam Adebayo for the Miami Heat. I think Bam could play the point guard position. He's very versatile. Whenever the other two's not there, he's leading them in assists. He's doing all the criteria on the court that a point guard would take heed of. I'm gonna go with Bam. The Jokic
Doug.
is Bam struck me crazy because it went
Of
straight
course,
to Joker. Then
of
you
course.
said that, and I'm like, oh damn.
Of course. Doug.
That's a good question though.
You said all time, right?
You
Interpret
should
it
take
how
it how
you
you
want.
want.
Andrew Sabonis, he was able to stretch the floor. He was able to make for guys in his time. He was probably ahead of his time because not a lot of bigs was doing that at the time. So Sabonis is definitely one of those guys who could probably win point guard, especially in today's league, for a whole entire game.
Who
Why are
you
you guys
said?
laughing?
Who's Andrew?
Yeah, you said the wrong
Andrew,
name.
I can't say his name. Andrew
Arvidas.
Arvidas.
That's why we
Arvidas.
laughing. I'm like, who's he talking
I
about?
hate his name. His
Andrew
name is
Sabonis is
annoying. Arvidas.
Euro, it's on you.
I will go with Hakeem. He's super versatile. We was talking about his bag. I think he has enough handle. I think he has definitely court vision. Passing ability is there. Willingness to play with others. Proven champion also. Hakeem Olajuwon.
So,
You said centers, right?
yes, sir.
Yeah, play the center position. I'm gonna go Karl Anthony Towns. I'll go Karl Anthony Towns. He could shoot the ball. He could dribble, he could pass. I'm gonna go Cat.
Dub hated that one. Chat. I'm about to rock. He hates Karl Anthony Towns. I'm trying to fire this pull up. Hopefully it works.
Yo,
Easy
if you would have said forwards, all that stuff, I could.
Yeah,
I was gonna say KG, but then
I was gonna go
remembered
C-Web. I was gonna go C-Web.
C-Web's tough.
Yeah, C-Web is nice.
But I was like centers. I just took it for like, all right, who's playing the 5? Because I was about to be nasty and say Braun because I know he's been starting at the center so calm. But I didn't want to be that nasty.
You should have.
I was gonna say Braun, Draymond. I had Draymond.
Oh, Draymond.
I was thinking about
Draymond.
saying Tim Duncan.
But they don't be like starting at the 5. So like Draymond be there, but he don't start at the 5 ever. So I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm just try to be solid.
I definitely would have gone out this round. I would have said Bill Walton. I know that he ain't gonna.
Or
win
even
enough.
Boogie.
I thought of Boogie,
He
but
was second
I
on
thought,
my list.
Tough.
I
Yeah,
thought
I
the
thought
recency.
Boogie.
I thought the recency bias of Boogie wouldn't have
Right.
been well. That's why.
Right.
But Boogie
Right,
was for
right,
sure.
yeah. I'm taking in consideration who the chat will vote for. Yeah,
I found it.
I don't think they'll
Oh,
vote for Cat though. I
there we
think
go.
there's a
I
lot.
don't.
of
I don't either. But he's playing.
I
well
mean,
lately.
and just Sabonis. I mean, he's not great.
So, yeah, I was about to say. I don't think.
No, the thing.
Arvidas, Sabonis.
Yeah,
So
that's
Sabonis
not
is
who you-
nice,
that's not
but
who
bro,
you
I'm
said.
with you.
When you said the dad, I was like, damn, I should have said the son because the son for sure he be
Yeah.
There we go.
doing.
Pulls up, chat.
Is he a center though? Or does he play 4?
He started the 5 all the time.
Okay.
So
Sabonis
when
for
he
real.
said,
Yeah,
Yeah.
for Sacramento.
Talking about the
yeah.
Sun.
yeah, and the Pacers. Miles
No,
Turner.
Miles
will play-
Turner was at the
I
5.
thought
wasn't
Miles
Yeah.
Turner was the power. Yeah, was
Nah, I
Miles
thought
Turner-
Miles.
I think
Miles
Miles
played
was
the
the
4.
5. I think Miles was the 5 in Indy, but I think
Yeah.
in Sacramento.
Really?
I think so.
Yeah.
I could be wrong, but I think so.
I
Cammy,
always
thought-
thought that.
Cammy with the super chat. He said, Dub, what's the Tyreek trade in NBA talk and join the cord? I don't even know what that is. But he said, join the cord. We do b-ball drafts, disciples over every other association. Let's go, brother.
Bro, this Tyreek Hill is
Damn,
crazy.
G baby giving me hell. Jeez.
He hates.
Oh,
Cat.
he hates Cat. He hates Cat.
All right, 5 more seconds on this poll. Oh man, Del,
would've
congratulations for
stayed in
getting
if there was a
0 votes. Dub
Let's go.
got canned.
That's wild.
Welcome to the club.
I think it's because you didn't know the name.
I think so too. I think
I
so because I
think-
pronounced it wrong.
Yeah, I think that didn't
Yo,
help.
that's crazy to hold that against you, but
Bro,
I
they'll
held it
hold,
against you. I voted for you.
they'll hold anything against me. I've realized. I've seen that other
No.
guys have made mistakes, and it's like they're willing to write it off. But because think about it like this. No offense, Toussaint. You said Cat. You didn't give an explanation. Normally, that's an automatic vote out.
Okay.
There.
did.
Not
Listen,
really.
listen.
Gave
I
an
learned this
explanation.
lesson. I learned this lesson from Del. When you start putting in vocal fillers or mispronounce something, it doesn't matter what you say, how good your explanation is. All people are hearing is like, "What did he say?" And then
Yeah, the
keep thinking
first.
on it, and they don't hear
Yeah.
anything you say. So
God
it's like
bless.
you can't make any mistakes.
And you have to
And
say
to-
something popular as well. If you say something
Right.
against the grain, you're going
And
out.
when you go in last, sometimes unless the field is crazy, sometimes you just have to hit him with 2 lines because Euro never really say nothing crazy. Euro be
not
like 4
anymore.
sentences.
Not anymore.
Yeah, because he used to go first.
He used to go
be-
No,
crazy.
not crazy. I'm just out of the box with it. But I don't say no
Yeah.
wild stuff like that.
Yeah,
I never had to
ever.
walk anything back.
We got Del, Euro, and Toussaint left. Dub 1 through 9, 5 and 7 are off the table.
I'm gonna look up the question that I was struggling with. I want to see y'all answers. 3.
Number 3, most. This is Del. We're starting you.
Mhm.
Most unorthodox route to the NBA.
We did this already.
Why do you
Y'all
say
did that
part
already?
2?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
we did this
okay.
already.
My bad. I didn't know
Part
that.
2.
I wanted to. Y'all
We
did that last
week.
episode.
Why did you
Last-
try
yep,
and
yep.
sneak that one?
I want to
again?
watch that. Then.
Yeah.
All
All
right,
right,
give
let
me
me
another one.
say another one. Oh, that's a good one. 6.
I
Number
was looking at
6.
that one too.
Name an athlete from another sport that would be good at hoop.
That's easy for me.
Name of what? Say it again. I'm sorry.
Name an athlete from another sport that would be good at basketball.
I'm gonna go Tom Brady at the point guard position. I feel how he leads his team, how he controls the game. To be honest, he's the GOAT at what he does. I think if you put Tom Brady with that skill set at the point guard position, I think he'll run the team the exact same way.
Euro.
I will go Jalen Ramsey, freak athlete. I don't know if y'all saw that clip from like 2 days ago, something like that, where he popped up at LA Fitness and somebody threw him an alley-oop and he moving like a hooper, man. I think Jalen Ramsey can do something.
Wait, time out. You said there's a panic button?
Yeah, you can add 15 seconds,
Oh, sheesh.
and your time is starting.
Okay. Hit that panic button. Damn.
You're hitting it.
Yeah, I'm hitting that panic button for
Alright,
sure.
you
I got
You got 15 extra seconds.
because that Jalen Ramsey one was the one I was gonna say.
Bro, there's one player you guys are sleeping on.
It's like one of them things that's like super obvious, but when you're in the moment, you can't think of
Yeah.
anybody.
I just looked at it as mental and how he dominates quarterback. I
I
like
feel
Tom
you.
Brady.
You got-
if he was a point
You
guard.
got 12 seconds, Toussaint.
Oh my God.
Just say a name.
I'm gonna just go Mahomes. I'm gonna just go. I have no explanation.
Bro, you had him playing. You could have said Miles Garrett, man.
Yeah, Miles Garrett was the one
He
I was
played in the
thinking of. Just
All-Star
an
game.
absolute animal.
I
All right, Del Euro and
Okay.
Toussaint.
I don't even know who that is.
Bro,
Miles
he-
Garrett.
Miles Garrett
He's the
for
dude who
Browns?
Yeah.
took homie's
But I don't-
helmet off and was about to bash his head in.
Oh, I didn't
From the
see it. I
Pittsburgh
didn't see it.
Steelers like
Yeah.
2 or
Oh
3
yeah, I
years
don't
ago.
know.
Bro, that was insane.
Was that Rudolph, whatever his
Mason
name?
Yeah,
Rudolph.
yes, yes.
Mason Rudolph.
He played basketball.
Uh,
Miles
yeah,
Miles
he-
in a
celebrity game.
celebrity all-star
he
game.
plays
Okay.
like he just plays like a bully, dude. He's huge.
Yeah.
Also.
Yeah. I
You know
don't
who I
know.
was gonna say though? I was gonna say Odell Beckham, but
But this is my
That
shit.
would
Are
be
you
a
just
great
guys
one.
That's who
I was gonna
thinking.
say
fine.
Odell,
Why?
but
Because
Odell.
he's
but-
because he's an athlete?
Because
Like
he's
y'all
an
just
ath-
looking.
Well,
Yeah,
nah,
athletic as
I mean,
hell.
I be seeing his highlights on Instagram when he be playing.
Oh,
he
I
be-
never-
he be going,
I
he be
never
going
seen
crazy.
none of these players play basketball.
Yeah, I was gonna say
see-
Odell,
only
but
one
I
I
didn't want
should have said, but he retired. Randy Moss. Him and Jason Williams were the same high school team.
I
That would
didn't
have
know
been a
that.
good one, and they played
Yeah,
ball
Randy
together.
Moss, and they play ball together. Randy,
I didn't
but
know-
I didn't.
and-
I didn't know if the chat knew that.
I was
Bo
gonna say
Jackson.
Devontae Adams too, because I think Devontae Adams played with he played with some I forgot who, but he played somebody in high school. But
Damn.
All right.
Who got voted out?
Dell got voted out.
There's no
Oh.
way.
I'm not gonna
They,
lie.
they
I
had that
hated the-
agenda from the moment.
I
he said Tom
hated the Brady pick, but that's crazy.
Brady plays ball though.
I didn't take it for basketball.
I've seen
I
him
just took
play.
it-
I've seen him play with MJ.
I don't know any of the football players that play. I just took it for how he leads the quarterback position and being a point guard. That's the only angle I
Oh.
went. Yeah, I don't know any of them to play basketball. I just took it like, if you ask me, I'll say Chris Paul as a quarterback because how he's a point guard. I would say that
Oh,
too. That's
fair
the
enough.
angle I took.
Got you.
Euro and Toussaint. Dell. Oh, this is final round. 1 through 4.
I don't know any numbers, so JD, you could pick. You could see them. I can't see. So you got it.
I mean, it's better if you pick it at random, surely. Then
Yeah,
you're not being biased.
All right,
go ahead.
okay, four.
All right. Would you rather have Euro? We're starting with you. Would you rather have the number 1 defense in the league or the number 1 3-point shooting team in the NBA? And just to preface this, Toussaint, since it's either or option, you can argue the same point. You would just obviously want to try and argue it better than your opponent. Shaq is hating me right now for doing this, but when you give us the 2 options, this is how it has to be done.
True.
True.
No, I mean like true. Like if you only have 2 options, it's like y'all could both agree on the same thing.
Right. So Euro, would you rather have the number 1 defense in the league or the number 1 3-point shooting team in the NBA?
I want to exercise my panic button.
Yes, sir.
For the simple fact that I need to talk on this. So I'm gonna pick defense. Number 1, we have the mantra defense wins championships. I think for as many teams as have said that and won, I think there's some truth to that. Personally, I think there's some truth to that as well. Also, when it comes to defense versus 3-point shooting, you can have an off night. And if your defense ain't on par, you're gonna get ran. Defense, though, you don't really have off nights. It's just effort. It's like, it's just sync. So it's if you play defense, you're always going to give yourself a chance, especially when the going gets tough. Defense is typically.
All right. That was 39 seconds. Toussaint.
I'm gonna go defense. My explanation is simply the 2004 Detroit Pistons and what they were able to do to Shaq and Kobe. That's it. I'm gonna go defense.
All right, chat. Poll is up.
Yo,
Who
so
are
I
that's
you
opened.
voting
crazy.
out?
Yo, hold
You're
on,
voting
hold on,
someone
hold
out.
on, hold on, JD. So I opened the chat. So can I ask whoever's listening in the chat, tell me why to you guys the angle of Tom Brady was bad? Is it like I want to know? No, I want to know
Yo,
how. So
Yo,
like,
I'm not gonna lie. When you said Brady, I started scratching my head too, because I was thinking about it from an athletic standpoint. Like
right, that's my
Brady
point.
can't
Right.
But when you explain to your point how the rules are, your explanation should have won it. For real, I ain't gonna lie.
So this is what so if it was a athletic, then I get it for sure. Tom Brady's bad, whatever the case may be. But if you're just naming players that are athletic, then that doesn't, I like name an athletic football player. Like that you guys would say.
I told Odell. I was gonna go Odell.
Right, but can he play like just so you just taking his athleticism based on what he's doing in football? So why can't I take Brady's mind and what he does as a point guard the same way you'll take Odell athleticism?
That's what I'm saying. I'm with you.
Okay.
I agree. Once you explain it, I'm like, all right, I understand where you're coming from.
Because I was confused.
Just going off the surface, I was a little confused why you.
Because Tom Brady's not athletic in football, and we see what he does.
I'm not gonna lie though.
Okay, so I just wanted to know. I'm like, damn, I thought that was a good one.
I would have picked the best 3-point shooting team for y'all question, because you could have a great 3-point shooting team, and like the Houston Rockets, they was the best 3-point shooting team in 2018. They had a top 5 defense, and it was about to beat the Golden State Warriors. You feel me? The question is a number 1 defense. Just because you shooting the most threes don't mean you have a good defense. So I would the best 3-point shooting team, bro. Honestly,
that's
bro.
a good point, actually. I never thought.
But is best 3-point shooting team based on percentage or volume? Because Houston wasn't the best in terms of percentage, but they were the best in terms of volume. And you're muted.
Oh yeah, you gotta mute yourself.
The,
But
the
bro,
chat is saying a lot of Tom Brady stuff, and I'm dying because except of course Shaq is the biggest hater, and he's leading the charge. But
at the end of the day, the Houston Rockets was the best three-point
right.
shooting team at that time.
Chat, it's
Yeah, I'm
draft
not
time. I
arguing.
need an order.
And they didn't win, right?
I need an order, chat.
CP3
Draft
got
time.
hurt.
look at Shaq, yo.
I think Golden State was the best defense. as well.
Yo, Shaq.
They were the best defense, and they were about to lose.
But they
Shaq,
didn't.
you
But they
showing
won.
your true
Exactly.
face.
They
Shaq.
got
Because of
hurt,
defense.
man.
I like that
No, they
comparison.
Man,
Somebody
whatever,
said-
bro.
their
You
defense
Somebody
got
it
said-
don't matter.
somebody said
And here's the thing:
Brady
there's somebody in the
like-
chat. Hey, listen, there's somebody in the chat that says defense doesn't score points, though. Like, of course you don't score points on the defensive end, but good defense leads to easy buckets.
If I have a top 3-point shooting team and a top 5 defense, I could win a championship.
Who?
The Houston Rockets was definitely gonna win.
Yeah.
it.
Did they win?
Yeah,
No,
not
they
that.
got hurt.
Did they win?
bro.
Did they win?
got hurt.
Okay, so use
Yo,
the evidence
Joker.
of someone who actually did win.
Yo, you
Dog,
nasty,
you can't. How am I nasty, bro? You saying that you putting?
Because they was gonna lose.
The best
They
3-point
was
shooting
gonna
team missed
lose.
27 straight. That was Euro's point. They can go on cold and then they can lose. The best
But they-
defense. What defense goes cold?
bro,
Victor
but
with the
listen,
Shaq army.
Wait,
you
wait,
can have
hold
you
on.
can have a
Wait,
top
y'all don't-
3-point shooting team
Wait,
with
I
a
didn't hear the
great, good
question. What was
defense.
the
And you can have a
question?
great defensive team. That's
What would
top
you
five in
rather
the
But if
have?
you don't have
the
an
best
offense-
defense or the best 3-point
I
shooting?
They
would
didn't
rather
say
have.
you were the
I
best
would.
defense
I
with no
would rather. I would rather have.
Oh, I'm
top-
going
a
offense
top-
for sure.
Yeah, I'm going with the top
Easily.
3-point shooting team because I've seen the Houston Rockets fucking
Easily.
go up 3-2 on the Golden State Warriors, where a lot of people say that that's the best offensive team of all time.
Easily. Because for who won the thing?
Euro.
You were one. Okay, so defense won. Both of y'all
Let's
got
go,
good
man. I'm
defense.
back.
Both
I told you, Doug. I told you.
Both
But
of y'all
nobody
picked
said
defense.
I wasn't in this. I wasn't in
I'm
the
going.
voting.
I would go offense because offense. Like I think offense wins.
Victor
offense, great
Victor
defense,
donated
word.
through the super chat, said Shaq army. We got a draft now, Toussaint. So we do drafts at the end of shows, and a lot of times we do just random categories. So for example,
Yo,
today's
Shaq
draft-
is so gross.
today's draft, we've got best dessert, best clothing accessories, worst life decision, best TV show, and most hated meal. And you can go in
Oh,
any
no.
order you want to fill any of those categories.
I wanted the second one.
We got the order is Del Euro, Toussaint, Marz, JD, Dub. So whoever gave that in the chat, thank you. Switch this view over. Toussaint, do you have any questions? Pretty straightforward. You just
Nah, it's pretty straightforward. I got
draft,
you.
draft best thing in that category. So Del, starting with you, we have best dessert, best clothing accessories.
Hold
work-
on, JD. Shaq is being Shaq to the chat. He said someone gifted the Shaq army and you whispered it, so I want you to say it louder so Shaq don't.
That's-
Shaq don't.
No, that's what I did. I already read it because you guys were
Okay.
talking. I was trying to get it in there, but
Okay. Thanks, Victor.
driving this bus.
Right.
That's
Chad Dell is crazy right now.
Yeah, it's funny. I'm never going back there.
all right. We got best dessert, best clothing accessories, worst life decision, best TV show, most hated meal.
Best dessert. I'm gonna go ice cream.
Euro.
Best clothing accessories. I'm gonna go jewelry.
Toussaint.
And best dessert, chocolate cake.
It's with like that. Chocolate cake. Marz.
So if I say a watch for best clothing accessories, is that taken by
That's
jewelry?
fire.
That's jewelry.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
There's
Yeah.
no way he gets the whole category of jewelry.
Of
Yeah,
course.
what?
That's why I
There's
chose
no
it.
way.
So you can't have it.
Wait,
There's
You
what?
gotta be smart with
way.
this, baby.
Wait.
There's
He can't
no
pick.
way.
Wait, what did Euro pick?
He
Jewelry.
picked jewelry.
So he can't pick
We do
what?
this. We do
I
this
can't-
often.
I can't
we
get
do
a
this
watch.
often. Remember when Shaq
I
tried to get off
considered-
cereal and
I-
nobody said nothing?
I
Bro, that's like
consider
me saying-
jewelry
that's
to be
like me
different
wear-
than a watch, by the way.
Right.
yeah, give me
I
watch,
think he
give
could
me
pick
watch.
watch. I think
Okay,
he
watch.
could take
Pick
watch.
Let me get a watch.
Jewelry is
I see what's
necklaces,
happening. Y'all don't want me to
wrist-
win the show. That's what's
wrist-
happening.
Alright.
Jewelry
earrings.
isn't a watch.
Yeah.
Jewelry's not a watch?
Nah.
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 Jewelry is a watch. but
Wow.
You could pick watch.
Okay, then I don't care what it is.
Best clothing accessories. I feel like, bro, this is so far out of my lane. It's insane. I'm literally wearing a sweatshirt and shorts. And that's like my daily. So I might have to get off. Oh, most hated meal? Like, what are these categories? The worst life decision. That's nasty. That is a nasty one.
That could go in
That's
a
a,
growth. That's gross.
that's a very easy one.
No, the first
No,
thing I
it's-
thought of
but
went down
you
a
can't-
very
you
dark alley.
Oh, I'm
You,
gonna say
me
it.
too. Oh, you can't. No, you can't pick it.
I'm gonna say
We
it.
all think we
Oh,
all thinking the
nah.
same.
Oh, I'm saying it.
I know.
You saying it?
Oh, I'm
We're all
saying it.
we're all thinking the exact same.
I
Nah,
feel like
yeah,
I know
yeah,
the
yeah.
route
Yeah, go ahead.
Dub's going, and it's
all
gonna
of us
have.
is thinking this. I'm not picking it, but that's what the route he's going.
I
And
feel
that's
like
what-
Dub has a clip of these, like, so
Yeah.
I definitely want to hear all of them.
Listen, bro, that was it. Never mind. I'm not getting into this.
Why not,
Go
bro?
ahead.
I'm inclined to
I'm
let
on
you
live,
pick
but I
mine.
can't. I'm
I'm
on
a-
live. I'm not gonna get into it. But I'm about to pick this one. You already know.
What is I'm gonna go with let's just go with the OG chocolate chip cookie. All right, Dub,
That's
it's on you.
Getting the wrong woman pregnant.
Damn, son, I was
Well, I was in a
That
different
that's
lane.
the
I was gonna
all
say
time.
that, man.
That's not the lane I was.
I knew it was gonna
I'm in a
go
different
along
lane.
the lines of pregnancy or something else.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So me
I don't
and-
think he was
me
going down the dark path.
and-
that-
So me and Mars probably the dark path then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
I
not.
Like
wanna hear
literally,
this.
like going
If-
down the alley.
if you're
So-
on the dark
No.
path,
Nah.
stay away.
It
from
starts. It start with an S.
Yeah, do not do
Yeah.
that. I'm not
Right.
writing it. So
Yeah.
best clothing.
It's my turn, right? I get back to
Oh
back.
yeah, it's on you. My bad.
Most hated meal, pickles.
I love pickles.
I love pickles.
Pickles
I
are
hate
bro.
pickles.
Ooh, I got
fresh
one,
pickles?
I got one.
Ah,
Fresh
that's
pickles are heat.
nasty.
Pickle sunflower seeds, pickle flavored sunflower seeds.
Ew,
Pickles
bro.
is-
It's like
Pickles is fire.
dill pickle. They're fire. They're bigs.
That sounds crazy.
They're so good.
JD.
They're so good. I
Right.
promise.
That's a fact. Euro sound OD. Wow.
That is whoa.
A dill
Like, how many
pickles,
times
whoa.
do you have to brush your teeth after that to get that breath off you?
Ugh.
That's crazy, son.
I was about to say something else crazy, but yeah, I gotta chill. Oh boy. Oh boy. Best TV show, man. Best TV show. Let's just go with The Office. All right, Marz, it's on you.
Well, I can't go down the dark route of worst life decision, so I'll just go with like severe crime. So like not like robbery, but like the upper echelon of crime.
Severe crime.
Like felonies, you mean?
Like crimes you'll do 15 plus years for.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll put it severe crime. That can stand. Toussaint?
Most hated meal. Let's go coleslaw.
Mm.
Oh,
That's a
That's
good
a
one.
good one.
I like coleslaw.
You guys don't like coleslaw? I
but
love coleslaw.
I like coleslaw, but it's a good one because I know a lot of people that don't.
yeah, that's a very good one.
That's got to be a US thing.
Euro. Coleslaw on
Best-
the pulled pork sandwich. Ooh,
Coleslaw is wonderful.
That-
sounded like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory guy. Willy Wonka. Wonderful.
um,
Man, all these people saying they like coleslaw. Jesus.
best TV show. Let me get Entourage.
Nice.
Dell, you got back to back.
Worst meal. I'm gonna go eggplant.
Mozilla said, "You guys eat beans for breakfast, Mars."
What's wrong with beans?
Is that a
What do
staple? Is
beans
that a
do?
staple in the house? The Mars household, beans on toast.
I do make my breakfast does contain beans, but it's not beans. on toast. But beans are nice, so
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't mind beans. Pause.
yeah, that-
Back to you.
I'm gonna
Dell.
go eggplant and for what else? What else we had?
Best clothing
TV sh-
accessories, worst life decision, best TV show.
TV show. You know where I'm going. Friends.
God. Yuck. Euro.
Hey, yo.
Yuck.
Most hated meal. I'm gonna just say that not because I represent it, but because that is a heavily debated topic. Pizza and pineapple, or like Hawaiian pizza, whatever.
Mm.
I don't know. I like that with ham. It's fire.
I like it too,
I don't mind.
I
pineapple
love
pizza.
Hawaiian pizza.
but it's
my type of
definitely
pizza.
most hated though, isn't it?
It's
the most
definitely the
hated
most
type of
debated
pizza.
for sure. Toussaint, it's on you.
What do we? Best TV show, The Wire.
Mm.
Marz,
What do I even have?
you have best TV show, most hated meal, and best dessert.
Oh,
Beans.
best dessert. Let me get
Chocolate coated beans.
wow. Let me get apple crumble.
Fire.
Hold on, guys.
Best clothing accessory, worst life decision, and most hated meal. Let's say worst life decision is talking back to your mom.
That's a bad one.
Dub, back to back.
Best TV show, Prison Break. Best clothing accessory, Jordans.
Man, see, I didn't know if shoes you could do, so I held
Right?
off.
Yeah.
Jordans
too.
are an accessory
How's it an accessory if you need it to go out the house?
About to say,
You don't-
because it's definitely
you
an
don't
you
need
need
accessory.
footwear.
sneakers.
You need
You
footwear.
need footwear. That's not.
Bro,
that's not
that
an
is
accessory.
definitely an accessory.
An accessory is something you
No,
can leave the house
no.
without. You're not
Jordans
going out
are
barefoot.
Jordans are an accessory, bro.
How's footwear an accessory?
Yeah,
Hey, so that-
I disagree. I think that shoes are technically clothing and not the accessory.
Jordans are for
Like
sure
a hat.
accessory.
A hat would be an accessory,
Yeah.
Bro,
Or socks.
or I mean,
socks.
I mean, you could
No,
call them
socks.
accessory, but
I don't know that socks
I
are
don't know.
accessory.
I think
I
socks
mean, they're
are
an
accessories.
accessory. They're an accessory, but I mean, then I doubt they make this list in terms of upper echelon.
Yeah, I think.
Oh, maybe.
I think
When you go
shirts.
shopping, if you go for socks, they're like I've seen it on.
Yeah.
accessories before.
It's categorized under accessories.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm with you.
So I think
Yeah.
I think shirts, pants, and shoes are
Off limits.
off limits.
Yes.
So
Yep.
go again, Dub.
There's no way. Bro, an
Googling
access-
accessories.
Yeah, because y'all pissed me off with this. It says a thing that can be added to something else in order to make it more useful, versatile, and attractive. That's exactly what Jordans do.
What? That's
What
what
they added to your
Dub,
feet.
what?
That's
Putting,
what-
putting the
so
putting the little
that's what
thing,
pants do.
putting
That's
the
what
little thing
shirts-
on the
Bro,
shoelaces.
y'all crazy,
Okay,
bro.
so
But-
the Jordan, you know, when you buy the stock X sign on a shoe, that's an
Bro,
accessory.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
You
screw
can put
that.
that, Dub.
Right.
Anyways. Did somebody pick hat?
No.
I don't
No.
want to pick hat. I don't want to pick hat because Euro said hat.
Why you don't want to take my pick for you? That's a
I
great
take-
pick. You in
I'm
the
not
safe
taking-
zone.
I ain't taking your
Take
pick,
hat,
man.
bro.
I'm not
Take
taking your
hat,
pick.
bro.
If you
No.
don't, I am.
Take it.
I'm not taking it. I'm not taking it. I'm gonna figure something else out. I don't want that. Dessert, I'll go with ice cream.
It's
It's been
already
taken.
taken.
It's already taken.
That was number one pick.
Yeah.
Chocolate.
Just
Okay.
chocolate.
Just chocolate. We have chocolate cake and chocolate. So just like
Chocolate's good.
choc.
Yeah,
Chocolate.
chocolate's good.
Alright.
Yeah.
Best dessert, Dub. You don't want to put up booty up there. I feel like that's down your lane.
I like. Nah, I don't like booty. I like the other one.
My God. Okay. Best clothing accessories. I'm gonna go. What do you call those? It's like the things that everyone's wearing across their body now. It's kind of like a
Oh,
fanny
the
pack, but like,
Fanny,
what do you
that's what
actually
it is.
call
That's what it's
fanny
called.
pack.
That's what it's
fanny
called.
pack.
It's just called so like the stylish fanny packs. I'm gonna do this
So- man purse.
stylish fanny
Man
packs.
purse.
Because
Yeah,
I
They're
feel
called
like-
pouches in the UK.
That's what I thought. Yeah, pouch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna call it a pouch. I like it pouch. Marz, it's on you.
Best TV show. Let me get. Can I pick? Can I
boy,
pick the
that's a
first?
good
Can
one.
I pick? Can I pick the first 6 seasons of Walking Dead?
Come on, bro.
I can do that,
Yo.
right?
Are you just taking?
Just-
You have to take a TV
Just put
show.
Walking Dead, man. It's
Nah,
gonna hit
but
the same.
Season 7 to 10 was there. But yeah, give me Walking Dead.
Y'all got me
Show
Tucson,
too.
so
it's on you.
garbage.
I'm surprised JD didn't pick his show.
I picked The Office.
Yeah, I'm
other show.
surprised nobody said Fresh Prince.
It's all taken. So what did you think? That no one can pick it anymore?
Oh, Game of Thrones.
I thought about it, but
Oh, okay.
I was gonna take Breaking Bad, but I chose Walking Dead.
Yuck. Hate that show.
Freaking crazy.
you have
Um,
accessories and life decision. Worst life decision.
worst life decision. Let's just say a bad tattoo.
That's nice. That's nice.
Euro.
Best dessert. Let me go cheesecake sundae.
You could have left
Yuck.
off the Sunday part.
That I
Why?
hate cheese. I hate
cheesecake.
cheesecake.
Cheesecake alone is fire. I wish I thought of that.
All right, let's do cheesecake then. If Dub gets to skip around like that, let me get
No, that's-
cheesecake.
All right.
Go ahead.
Dell.
Go ahead. It's fine. I love that. I love
What I got?
cheesecake.
Clothing
on me.
accessory and worst life decision.
Clothing accessory. This is not gonna count, but I'm gonna say it. Let me get AirPods. No, let me get wife beaters.
I
For
feel like
clothing
that's
accessory.
clothing.
Are y'all,
though.
yo, bro, y'all really pissing me
Dell,
off.
that's
man.
clothing. That's clothing.
Wait. A wife beater under your shirt is clothing?
Yeah, because it's an undershirt.
It's a wife beater.
It's an
no,
undershirt.
That's for sure. That's for sure accessory.
Nah,
Here we
bro.
go.
That's I
Nah,
promise
change
you
it.
it's
That's
not.
not an accessory.
I
That's
promise
No,
you
pick
it's
it down.
not.
A
Pick it
wife
down.
beater?
It's not.
Pick it
That's
down.
not an accessory.
I
Wow.
promise you it's not.
Wow.
D-Boy's got a crazy one
Okay.
I wish I picked.
Let me get sunglasses.
Yep, that's it.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh.
I wish I got that. A life
Let me-
worst life decision.
Worst life decision. My life's been okay. Damn.
It's tough.
Yeah, and it's like, what is your worst life decision? He's not writing that. Damn, but
Oh, that's a good one too, Alex Rodriguez.
worst life decision.
D-Boy, that one you need context around. It's not a bad one, but
Oh my goodness, brothers.
could also
What
be
would-
great.
What would be worst life decision? Let's go. Can you name answers for me so I could just think
So
of the
bad
realm?
bad tattoo, severe crime, talking back to your mom, getting the wrong woman pregnant.
Talking back to your mom. That's not that. Oh, okay. Abandoning your kids.
That's a great one. That's a great one.
Damn.
Hey, they'll come up with the haymaker,
Fire.
man.
That's got a little Olympic rings to it.
Yeah, right. Let's get that out there.
Euro.
What I got left?
Life decision.
But to some people, that's a great life decision.
Yeah, I guess. I guess.
Yo.
I was gonna go down the same route, but let me be like real basketball specific and say choosing the wrong school.
That
'Cause
applies to
that's-
life too.
Well, yeah. Because that sets up your career.
Yeah.
And you can dig yourself a hole and maybe never get out of it.
Do something.
What do I have left? Best clothing accessory. Would y'all consider cologne a clothing accessory?
For
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
so
It's
cologne.
going on your clothes
Yeah, so cologne.
to make you smell better. I can't believe wife beaters is not accessory though. It's kind of nasty.
I mean, you got an upgrade. Sunglasses are better than
Mm.
wife beaters.
Was that your answer, Toussaint?
Yeah, cologne. I'm gonna go cologne.
Marz,
What do I have?
most hated meal.
Let me get rice cakes.
I'm going with cottage cheese.
Oh God.
Dub.
Y'all really got me mad because now I looked this all up. Accessories that are worn may include jackets, boots, and shoes. Accessories are typically meant to complement the outfit. In terms of men's fashion, belts, purses, jackets, gloves, and even shoes can be considered as accessories.
You know what
Put
I was gonna
Jordans up there.
No, Google's lying.
Put Jordans up there. Put Jordans up there.
So wait, would y'all consider a wallet the best clothing accessory too? Because I was
It
gonna say
could be.
wallet.
It could be,
I think wallet is
especially if you want
On
to
the
throw it
chain,
back.
on the
Exactly,
chain.
especially when you throw it back to like the wallet chains and everything. For sure, accessory.
Yeah, I was gonna say a wallet. Really?
All these fashion sites is putting accessories with shoes, bro. Yo, put Jordans
Dub,
up
the
there,
chat
bro.
is saying do-rag. You should put do-rag.
Right.
You would win this
Remember.
chat if you put do-rag.
Durag was cool. Durag was cool.
Dub, you're not
But for
getting
Dub, though.
Jordans.
You guys are insane.
Shout out to Quinn in my DMs. Great
I'm
show
not gonna.
right now.
I'm not
Loving
gonna.
it.
I'm not gonna
Yeah,
pick.
Q.
I'm not gonna pick something that somebody gave me. So I'm gonna do armband.
You sent
when
me
you play
something
basketball.
too. Oh, yep.
You could
Yeah,
have just
Q.
said something like belt.
Armband when you play basketball.
Okay.
Like,
Fire. All right, chat. Who won? Oh my god.
Put a
the
poll
Louis-
up.
The Louis
I need it in
belt.
black and white.
We have 6 of us, and there's only 4 that you can put in Twitch. Or sorry,
Damn,
YouTube.
man.
I bet.
Don't put me and you, JD. Put the casuals.
Wow.
Oh, we got Dell. Someone said get Dub out of here. I'm giving it to Dub because of Jordan's, even though he didn't get it. But okay, Euro just for the cheesecake. JD won. Euro won strictly off Entourage. Toussaint. Dub's out.
bro, that's
Euro.
y'all really robbed me with that Jordan picks. Like that's just
Nah,
crazy.
for real.
Devious
I
Lane.
don't think
that
I
is
don't
just
think
crazy.
Mike's is accessories though, and I always like to be on your side, but I don't think Mike's is accessories
Devious Lane
because-
said Dell won the show with that joke.
because what you gonna go outside barefoot?
Bro, it's not that. Shoes are something that's caught in the middle where it's counted as a clothing and is also counted as accessories. Like, bro, when you go in shop, bro, a lot of
Accessory
times
to your feet?
accessories.
So why? Let
Yes.
me just explain this. Why?
Because you
so
could wear
it's-
sandals.
it's-
You could wear
so-
sandals. You could wear boots. You could wear Crocs. You could wear whatever, bro.
Yeah,
Jordan,
you
that's
could
why
wear a
sneak-
white
it's
shirt.
not
You could
just-
wear a blue
it's a
shirt. You could
shoe.
wear a black
Right.
shirt.
those are different, but those shirts is the same type of material. A Croc is different from a boot. A
Okay,
Jordan is
okay,
different from
so
a boot.
Okay.
okay, so same type. So cashmere shirt.
A
What's that?
button-up shirt.
A t-shirt.
A shirt you wear
I'm
to a wedding.
The makeup is
A
still the same.
polo
It looks
shirt.
it looks the exact same. A polo shirt is different, actually. I wouldn't.
doesn't
Wait, how? So
It
that
doesn't look the same.
t-shirt you have on. look like
A
that
Jordan
hoodie
is
he
the
has
same
on?
makeup as a Croc. Are you crazy?
No,
So
I
is
don't
my
think
Are you
hoodie
it's
the same as
insane?
your shirt? Is my hoodie
So
the same
his
as your
hoodie
shirt
the
right
same
now?
as your shirt?
A hoodie? I wouldn't be mad as hoodie is a accessory. A
like-
hoodie
this
is a jacket.
It is. A
Way
hoodie's like a
too
jacket.
much.
Yeah.
No,
I'm
no.
mad at that. I'm not mad
get-
at that.
Jacket, I understand. I like jacket. You can argue a little bit. Jacket, you can argue. I think for
Yeah.
accessory, you can put a
Yeah.
jacket
Oh,
over the
I
hoodie.
wouldn't.
Right.
For this purpose, I don't know that I would take jacket, but I could see. I get it.
Yeah, jacket you could argue, but sneakers, like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
You know
Bro,
what? We,
this is what the internet showed me. What are you talking about? You
No,
you arguing with them?
Yeah,
No,
the
I'm
internet
arguing with you.
lies.
I'm
The
going off
internet
of
lies.
this.
yeah,
the
the
internet
internet
Listen,
lies, Dub.
I have a Wikipedia page that says my birthday is June 4th.
It's not Wikipedia. I made sure not to look at
But
Wikipedia.
no. It's the internet though.
Listen, bro. When I see all these fashion places, I'm looking at all
I
these
got you,
stores.
chat. I
I
got
see
you.
accessories and shoes in one. What you want me to say,
Yo,
bro?
you know what we need to start doing at the end of shows? We need to ask chat who won the show. I like that after each show, who won the show.
Yeah, that is dope.
Toussaint, for when we bring new guests onto the show, we always ask them for their all-time top 10. I know I'm putting you on the spot a little bit, so if you need a minute or two to think about it, but
Do I have to go in order, like 1 through 10, or is that can I
Yes,
just
you
go in
have to
order?
you have to go in order. And
Oh,
just to provide a
wow.
little bit more context around this, we've had people give us top 10s that it's like their top 10 favorite players. So You can
Okay.
rank them however you kind of want to,
So-
but
Okay, I got you. All right, I gotta kind of like write this down as I go.
yeah, you got it. You got it.
All right. All right. My top 10. So I'm actually just go off my favorite players. All right. All right. So coming in at number 1, we're gonna go Allen Iverson. He's my number 1 all-time favorite player.
Okay.
Then we're gonna go 2, Kobe Bryant. Then 3, we're gonna go Michael Jordan. 4, we're gonna go Bron. 5, we're gonna go Carmelo Anthony, right? For my 5th all-time favorite player. 6, we're gonna go Vince Carter. 7, TMac. Damn, this is where it gets tough. 8.
I gotta go read the chat. Based
Yo,
on
I'm
what you're
about
doing, 'cause
to-
I
I'm
know
about
Hold
to-
it's-
on,
Read
he's
the
saying
chat
it's
right
personal
now.
favorites, not like
It's
actually
my
ranking.
We know.
I'm not going off like all-time great.
Yeah.
They're just my favorites.
I really
my
want to clip
favorites.
this up where we don't provide that context.
right.
You're done.
Y'all will kill me
You're done.
I'm not.
All
gonna
right.
do it.
You're
I'm
already
not-
getting
I'm
killed
not-
in the
I'm not
chat,
gonna do
bro.
it. I'm not gonna do it.
because they're my.
No,
look,
you got it. You
man,
got. You're
No,
good. You're
I'm
good,
with
you're
you.
good.
I'm with you.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
with
with
you,
you.
bro.
I
I
understand.
like the
it,
list.
I understand.
I like
it,
the
but-
list.
I like. It's just what I like growing
Yeah,
up.
I
you
like
know?
the list.
I like
Those are
it
a lot
too.
of my favorite
Listen,
players,
man,
too.
we probably the same age or around the same age, so I got a lot of these guys.
I'm 25. It's just I
Okay,
grew-
never mind.
who I grew up watching. Who I
He's
enjoy
around Dub's
watching.
age.
Oh,
He is.
goddamn.
So where we at now? We're at 8, right? I'm gonna get killed for this. I already know it. But he was a dog, and I grew up a Knicks fan. Latrell Sprewell, right? Spree, he's up there for
With
me.
those spinner wheel shoes.
Yeah, with the.
Yeah.
That was Chris Webber, wasn't it?
Yep. Nah, I think it was
I thought
part of the
Sprewell
team.
had the actual rim, like the spinning rims.
Spree
Yeah, he
had,
did, he did.
Had spinners in his shoe. Yeah,
Yeah. It was
Sprewell.
crazy.
He was one of my favorites growing up. I'm gonna go Shaq. And to round out the list, top 10. I'm gonna just put KD. Oh no, I'm gonna put Kyrie in. I'm gonna put Kyrie.
And obviously, this is different to the top 10 best players ever.
Yeah,
This is just,
yeah. Of all time,
okay.
all time is yeah. But just how I like watching the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are my 10.
This is his
I like it.
all-time favorite.
Yeah,
like
these
it.
are my
Yeah.
favorites. Yeah.
Clipping
I'm
this
trying to
without
stop people
context
from
would be
going
fire.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
TikTok would be
Go ahead.
so mad. It would be so
Go
great.
ahead. Go ahead.
They're
go ahead,
saying
bro.
please. He gave you permission. They're saying JD.
I'm not
please
gonna
clip
do it. I'm not gonna do it.
Nah,
It would be hilarious, but
please.
But you'll clip my Robert Horry tape.
I'm for
Crazy.
sure clipping the Horry,
no.
Robert Horry over MJ.
That's going.
That's going.
No, but that's an easy clip because you agree, like you think Robert Horry has a better career than Michael Jordan.
No, I
And
don't think
that's-
he has a better career. I'm saying
I
I'd
mean,
rather have his career.
you did. That's so.
Yeah.
All he's gonna say, I would rather have Robert Horry career better than Mike. That's.
I'm still gonna get.
Bro, that's
Of
gonna
course.
get at least 600,000 views.
And because I'm English, it's gonna be like English people shouldn't talk about basketball.
Exactly.
Yeah, you are
Exactly.
really putting a blemish in the game when it comes
Yeah.
to
Gonna
UK
be like-
sports debates.
I'm bringing us down.
Stick to football.
That's what they're gonna tell me to do.
hear.
That's what they're gonna tell me to do.
Stay in London.
London Bridge fell down. Nastiness.
Dope. Any final words, players' choice peeps?
I'm going to Waffle House. Holla at your boy.
That sounds good.
Toussaint, you got anything that you want to plug? Anything you want to shout, or anyone you want to shout out?
No, nah. I just want to thank y'all for having me on, man. It was a great time just talking hoops with y'all. Y'all are a great group of guys. I really appreciate it. Appreciate the chat for being so vocal. Just loved it, man. It's my pleasure, man.
Yeah, thank you for coming on, bro. That was fun. I appreciated your insight. You know, some people come up here and freeze. I feel like you held your own up here.
I appreciate that, man. You know, it's always fun talking hoops with a bunch of knowledgeable guys, man.
Yes, sir. Euro?
I shout out the chat often, man. I want to do it again today. I feel like in the last couple of days, you know, since we had this month, you know, it's been a crazy month for us, and you know, just numbers have been looking up and up and up. So that's all to you guys, man. Really appreciate everybody. Like Toussaint said, you know, being so vocal in the chat, Discord is jumping 24/7. So make sure y'all sign up for that. Please like and subscribe everything. Like this video too. That's it, man.
What he said. Marz?
It was a pleasure to be top left. I'll resume my wherever I am next time, and make sure you like the TikTok and support me when I get grilled.
Dub.
Yo, appreciate you guys for real. I like this little hiatus I went on. It was nice. I enjoyed not hearing Shaq yell so much in my ear. So it was nice little thing we had going on. I almost said croissant. Toussaint, appreciate you for joining the bro. Appreciate you,
man.
bro. Love the vibes. Marz, love you. Euro. It's like, nah, I love you, Euro.
No. Keep it. That's cool.
Same energy,
That's
boy.
cool. That's cool. That's cool.
I'm not gonna lie, missing this weekend. I definitely had FOMO. I love coming on the show, love chopping it up with everybody, love seeing everybody come through in the chat, love seeing what's going on in the Discord, in the community that we continue to build on. Man, you guys are the best, like Euro said. We couldn't do this without your guys' support. So thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for creating an amazing community within Players' Choice, in communities within communities and Players' Choice. It's insane, man. We appreciate y'all. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, do all the things. Yo, shout out to the Spotify and Apple listeners, man. You guys are amazing as well. If you're on Apple, make sure you rate and review the podcast, please. It helps, it supports us tremendously, and it's free to do. So if you like what we're doing, make sure you rate it. Give us a little comment, little blurb write-up of the show, and we will see you next episode.